All right.
That's just too much.
Master Chief has blessed us with our Christmas cast. Jesus, I'm really glad you could make it today. I was worried.
Yes.
You know what? I took my little nappies, put the baby to bed, and the wife as well. So
Are you the
Oh.
baby in this situation?
I am a
Oh.
convertible.
You're what?
Yeah, the baby.
You are the baby.
You are the
Yeah.
baby, yeah. That's our special guest today.
I'm actually so ready. I just took some vitamins.
Didn't the baby get canceled?
Yeah, and then
yeah, he
he
did.
He did, and then he like apologized, and he was like, "Wait, no."
No,
Oh,
yeah, he went back on it.
Jesus,
That's every rapper though.
Jesus,
Yeah.
it's your first time on the podcast, actually, which
Huge
is
deal.
quite a momentous occasion. But like I said, I'm glad you made it. I've been following you around. Actually, I don't think you knew it. I've actually been deploying some active camo drones, following you around the past few days, so I could kind of dramatize your life leading up to this point. If you would like to hear it.
I'm down. I would love to see what my life looks like in words.
I think it's far more terrifying than you could actually imagine. Would everyone like to hear a tale?
Please elaborate.
Yeah, please. Yeah, no, you got me hooked.
You've reeled me in.
Let me take a sip of my Sunday service. Hold on.
Oof.
Wow.
Wow.
What a fitting beverage.
I've got my St. Bernardus obligatory Christmas tale.
One lukewarm night, 8 days prior to Christmas, a young man named Jesus galloped down the slimy streets and stumbled onto a back alley, radiating some strange burning smell from it. Is everyone with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
The inquisitive baby boy turned the corner to notice stink lines coming from a manhole. Curiously, he stuck his long, withered finger out and lifted the cover, and descended down an ancient ladder made entirely out of bones and petrified pizza crust. After 15 minutes of descending, he found himself in the basement of the RJ3K corporate tower. He was in the podcast chamber. He suddenly saw a group of 3 men, cloaked in shadow, but with name tags prominently placed over their hearts. Jay, Chris, and Daniel. They were standing around a small CRT monitor and a shovel. Jay's dimly illuminated face crinkled in anticipation. Chris cracked his knuckles so loud that cats nearby skedaddled away, and Daniel merely said, "What's up?" Suddenly, Jay's hands reached toward the sky further than many would deem anatomically possible. Jesus covered his ears as he could hear the bones cracking and muscles stretching, and proudly Jay exclaimed. Jay exclaimed.
Exclaim, Joe.
Exclaimed.
Joe, Jay.
Get the vaccine, man. Just do it.
Did you get
Are
your
you
booster?
there?
Jay,
Jay, you there?
What the
You
fuck?
exclaimed.
He exclaimed.
Hello? I'm here, and I have to exclaim.
Yes. What did you
that's what he
say?
said when Jesus saw him for the first time. He said, "I am here."
What we're gonna have to do it, Jesus. Now that you're down in the coal shoveling facility, it's your fate. We're gonna all slit our wrists, and you're gonna have to drink blood, and then you'll be officially a member of the RJ3K cult.
I'm honored to be in the hollowed, inky black halls of the RG3K tower.
The first thing you have to do is you're on shovel duty, shoveling the coal into the CRT turbine. So,
God,
Yeah,
Hope you're ready.
those days are over for me.
I'm gonna get inhalated with vapor waves.
Perfect.
Just smelling them.
oh, vapor waves. That's so 2016.
Something's got to make this Windows XP computer go, and it's gonna be you.
Say, y'all
the
talk about
mastermind.
VHS tapes. Fuck off.
What?
I actually have a very
Theme song.
interesting.
Oh!
No, are we going on topics yet?
No, we're
Are we
back.
going to
No,
topics?
we're back. We're back.
We're just back.
We're ready to go.
Before
No,
we
Jesus,
go-
you're not used to the pacing of our Christmas cast, so it'll take some time to really settle in.
listen,
Disgusting.
this is the first time we've done one remotely, so there's going to be a lot of probably missed cues and general confusion. And what? Can you say that again?
Yeah,
Are-
there's
are
gonna be a
you
lot
still-
of.
Here it goes.
What? No,
Are you
Flying
still
off the wheels.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to, before anyone goes ahead, I want to absolutely bow down to Chris for bringing back the specifically very early RJ3K energy that we have all but shed over the last few podcasts. And
I mean, we've said for a long time we would never do a remote podcast just because it was not in the spirit of it. But I mean, what else are we gonna do? And it's a good opportunity to get all four of us together and do it.
Give
So
us all, man.
it is hard to get all of our schedules right.
that is true.
Yeah, I mean, we're all in, like, fields that suck, except for Chris. As far as like time management.
Yeah, he runs like a fucking LLC or some shit like that. I'm sure.
I don't think Chris
No, I'm
works.
just the custodian in the RJ3K tower, like the guy from Control.
Oh
Yes,
yeah. Like the guy
Ati.
from Control.
I was thinking more like 343 Guilty Spark.
I'm 3-4. What am I guilty?
He's guilty
Despondent
pleasure.
Pyre.
Yeah.
Oh,
343. That's not a good one. I was gonna call him Despondent Stink.
that's actually I am the ring bearer.
You have a voice for Night Vale. You remember that?
Yeah,
I have a
okay.
what?
It's weird. It's weird you bring that up, is this because I was gonna ask, do y'all listen to or have y'all listened in an extended way to a themed podcast, like one that has like one that's like either alternate universe or one that is like
strictly fictional?
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be
concept.
fictional, or they have like
Podcast.
some spin. They have some theme that they stick to, and
Or it's like story related, or
it could be in anything that's not just a couple of fucking jamokes sitting in a room.
right. Schmucks talking.
So like an
Yeah.
actual production.
Yeah, like Night
listened to-
Vale is like one of those like sci-fi podcast
Yeah,
things.
because
I mean, the furthest I can say for that is like I listen to like a sports podcast, but that's not like narrative driven. It's just like
I mean, it would be like
about a
if they were
topic.
pretending to be players or something.
Okay, no.
like-
Or to be spectating a game.
Yeah, exactly. Like
No.
they're just saying what they're pretend seeing.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yes.
Yep.
Is there like a choose your own adventure podcast?
Yeah, with
Oh,
Falcon.
I'm sure
that
there
would
is.
be
How would that
cool.
work?
Because
I-
like the
man,
one I was thinking of whenever because I was thinking like it must be extremely hard to keep something like that up unless you have a ton of content.
Oh,
Or if you have some way to make it
horrible.
extremely open-ended. And I say that in particular because the one that I have listened to was the guy who started Jackbox, the company. He has an alternate universe podcast
Right.
where he pretends to be like stuck in a medieval world with a wizard and a badger.
What's it called? I feel like it should be called
Called
the Brown
Hello
Snake.
from the Magic Tavern is what it's called.
That's not as good.
And I'm thinking like if it's not something, because they have special guests every time and they make they make shit up on the fly because it's an improv thing. So I have to imagine if it's not that, it must be fucking impossible to make like a full-time story for something like that.
That does definitely require a writing room. And
Yeah.
the good thing is we don't require one because what we do is 100% real, including the coal
Yes.
shoveling.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah,
I-
we have to amplify Jesus's voice because we can barely hear him over the gnashing
It's like the
pistons
turbines and
slamming. You know, in the lighthouse when the alarm goes off, like that fucking whistle. It's like that. We have to use AI to cut that shit out.
wow.
God.
Every once in a while, you just hear Steamboat Willie whistling.
God, he's stuck here too.
But no,
Old decaying
Sorry.
rat.
Cartoon characters down here.
I have not listened to like any like podcast specific things like that. But
Uh,
obviously, you have stuff like the oft talked about Mega 64 and I don't know Red Letter Media, where it's sort of like
Love Red Letter Media.
we've got our silly little narrative, and now we're gonna
right.
sit down and just
Uh,
podcast or
Yeah, they
or
basically do
talk.
it like at the beginning and the end of each episode.
yeah.
It's like, here's a 45-minute review of Bram Stoker, as everyone calls it, Dracula.
The
But like
worst.
the intro is like a 2-minute thing about like I don't know where they left off last time, and
Yeah,
the
that's-
outro's the
that's-
same.
That's the closest I can say I've seen, but an actual podcast like that, I don't know if I could do it.
Do
Mm.
you guys remember when Reddit would have like live streams?
Don't
they
still
not
do that?
anymore?
I swear I
If
see
they do, I
some
don't care about
jackass
it
playing a
anymore.
ukulele every other post.
Ugh.
There's a guy who plays D&D. He's like the DM, and the people who log in are the players. And
Kinda
I
cool.
think that's a neat idea.
It's a neat idea.
If it weren't for being on Reddit.
Do you guys remember?
if the humor that you had to, if the theme or
Yeah.
the feeling of the room is a bunch of redditors, yeah, probably not.
You have
That's
to
not
roll
good.
a D20. It's like, well, my narwhal bacons. It's like, fuck.
Shit, man. Fuck.
Oh.
Do you guys remember Twitch plays Pokemon?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Okay. I was thinking about that today too because there was a guy that I saw on Dark Souls playing with voice controls. I forget what it was called, but I had a coworker showing me today. But yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy. Like group or crowd worked, not really funded. Crowd work stuff like that's pretty neat. Or can be. I mean, they beat fucking Pokemon.
Some call it crowd control.
That's right.
Have you guys ever seen people do like challenge streams where they're playing a game with a guitar controller or like the
Like a Guitar Hero controller?
Yeah.
Playing
that
like
is
Forza with the drum
crazy.
kit.
Yeah, or the Donkey Konga
Oh.
bongos.
We should try Dark Souls like that. I still have some working guitar.
What would you play
Hero.
Overwatch with? or Dark Souls?
Those are two different things.
Can you play
Sorry,
Dark Souls with Overwatch?
I was thinking about a guy who played Dark Souls who played Overwatch with bananas.
What?
Yeah,
This is like a different. This is a whole different
Sounds
story,
like a
man.
mess.
It's a different medium.
This is like a Shrek 4D wet fart kind of thing. Just
Oh.
playing with bananas. Explain.
This guy, his channel is called Rootism, but he like set up some little sensors that he connected to bananas and made that his keyboard setup. And his whole little system is just different bananas for different buttons. This is on the keyboard.
Whoa.
And he starts playing as Winston. This came out in like 2016. I can't believe y'all didn't hear about this guy playing with bananas.
I tried to avoid Overwatch.
Yeah, I second that.
Dude, it's gotten hella toxic. I don't think I ever played it.
Hella toxic.
It has
bro.
nothing to do.
I played a bit of Overwatch. I did enjoy it, but that was around the time that I was still kind of fucking playing Team Fortress. So I was just like,
Yeah.
these two things can't occupy the same space in my mind.
Yeah, I like looking at women more, so I'll play Overwatch. There it goes.
Oh no, I like looking at sweaty men.
I bet you
That's why I
do.
like playing Team Fortress.
There are no female characters in that game.
Nope, it's
No, it was
completely
they always hinted that the pyro could have been a lady, but no,
Oh,
But No,
it
I don't
wasn't.
see it.
no,
I don't
not
see
a
it.
chance.
canceling that idea.
I bet if you like were next to him, he'd smell.
That'd be kind of cool.
Hey,
Or-
smell-o-vision in
It probably smelled
games.
like nothing, honestly, because he fucking singed everything around him.
No, he smells like brimstone.
Ooh,
Sulfur.
Some sting.
devil himself.
Well, that's quite a scathing opinion you might have there, Jesus.
Yeah, you're starting to smell like that too.
Yeah,
Stinko.
yeah. I mean, with
Oh,
the
the
way you're
soot.
shoveling Nicole, I'm not impressed.
Nah.
Pathetic. Kill him.
I want to make Jesus a little our subject here, our guinea pig, and introduce a game that we have not played in a long time.
Already.
It's a
Cue
fun
some
time.
music up.
It's Opinion Scramble! Just imagine there's some like game show music going on. Jesus, it's a
Explain
pretty
the
easy
rules.
game. It's a pretty easy game. It's for newcomers usually. It's called Opinion Scramble. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna list out a bunch of things, and you're just gonna give me a real quick answer. It's like a Rorschach test, just good or
It's
bad.
a psychological evaluation.
It's
it's
good.
yeah.
It's good or bad.
It actually will
Don't you-
determine your future with the company.
Don't
so.
you stop fucking shoveling. Don't you?
Yeah,
for a
and
fucking
don't
second.
stop shoveling.
Please.
Shit.
All right, are you ready?
Yes,
Take,
sir.
catch your breath first, and let me know when you're ready.
My mind is clear.
Your mind is clear.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good.
Opinion Scramble begins. Best Buy.
Sam's.
No.
God damn it!
It's ruined. It's
Put the
ruined.
shovel down. Focus. It's
Hold
good.
on.
It's good or bad.
Oh, okay, good.
Simple.
Just say
Two
good,
choices.
literally that.
First
Literally
word,
just
you
those
fucking
words. Good,
assholes.
bad.
It's good or bad.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
see.
Are we ready? We're gonna start
Yeah.
over from the top. Take it from the top.
Yeah. All right.
Best Buy.
Good.
Chains.
Bad.
Skyscrapers.
Bad.
Dirt.
Good.
Mud.
Good.
Fireworks.
Good.
The Commando from Halo Infinite.
Bad.
Kurt Russell,
Bad.
Scimitars,
Good.
Jack Russells,
Good.
Cocoa Puffs,
Bad.
strip clubs,
Come on.
Good.
squids,
Good.
ice hockey.
Good.
Wow, southern accents,
Bad.
bagels,
Bad. I hate you.
Ronald.
What?
Ronald Reagan's big rosy cheeks,
Good. Double good.
the McRib,
Excellent.
No.
Santa's big rosy cheeks,
Bad.
Bop It,
Good.
Beyblades,
Bad.
Scorpions,
Good.
sleep paralysis,
Good.
ego death,
Good.
dark matter,
Good.
supernovas,
Bad.
wool socks,
Good.
fish fillet.
Excellent.
Jesus Christ. Well, you passed, I guess.
Put him in timeout. You don't want
That
to
was
find out
rude.
what timeout is.
I'm not sure. What did you say about dark matter?
Good.
All right, I gotta write that one down for later.
Yeah, I wrote that one down too.
Keep that in mind.
We'll confer.
You guys
later.
don't fool me. You're playing
We'll
Mad
talk-
Libs.
We'll talk about this after the
I've got
podcast.
a nastier game coming up later. We
Playing
need
Bad Libs.
We need some topics first.
You guys are some bad libs.
Ooh.
Doc points from him.
Yeah, that's it.
I think your
We're
ego
giving you a-
death
we're
just
giving
went
you a
to
smaller
true.
shovel.
No.
Putting you in the furnace.
Daniel, I showed Daniel, but one of his friends shared a meme from a Twitter
Heck,
from a
man.
Twitter thing that said Socialist Sopranos memes. And
Ooh.
the name was Gabagool Marx.
Wow.
Why do they have to do that?
Jesus, I don't know what it is. It sounds like there's a bird chirping. Do you have a bird in there?
Oh God.
Something get in?
It's about to get out. I'll take care of it.
No, don't take care of it. It'll add to it.
That doesn't drive you fucking crazy, man.
I-
Dude, it drives me fucking crazy when I'm at I'm at an uncle's house and it just beep.
Yeah, but you have autism. Like
It's fun, but dude, all the more reason, man.
Dude, I really hate it when I go to my big dirty uncle's house and I hear like the fan chain hitting the the fan over and over, and it sounds like Andre the Blacksmith.
Dude, like
I learned to live with
super loose ceiling fans just slamming against the sides.
Honestly,
Like one of those.
if I hadn't played the game and I heard that, I wouldn't appreciate it. But it gives such an ambiance. I just hear Andre going all day.
Is this the same uncle that I met?
The big dirty uncle? No.
Oh,
This is my room circa 2018. My fan kept hitting like the side of itself, and it just sounded like a blacksmith working away, toiling.
man, mine is crazy. Like the whole thing is like violently swiveling whenever I turn it on, and I've tried to tighten all the screws in it, and nothing makes a difference. So I just don't use it. I just
It's 100% because of the horrible things we did in that room on
all
other
the-
Christmas
all the
casts.
CDs we threw into the fan. They like exploded.
Like Halo action figures hanging from it by tape and stuff, and turning it on.
I don't know
Actually,
how-
when I was really little, and by that I mean like 18, I used to turn the fan on at my parents' house at like max speed, and I'd throw Beanie Babies at it.
Oh,
dude,
God.
me too. I used to throw Lego figures at it.
Oh,
Wow!
Fuckers would go flying.
The sickest
actually-
moment. There were two really cool moments. Is when you like really caught the edge and just flung it immediately, or when
True.
you threw it and it went up and down through it without getting touched by the blades.
Oh,
I liked putting it. So sometimes when I would throw like a stuffed animal like that, I would like for it to get stuck for like half a rotation. You could sometimes catch it in the middle, and it would just kind of like be flung a little bit later. It's just
oh
so
yes.
good.
Hey, speaking of Beanie Babies and childhood horrible things, did I ever tell you guys about Beanie Baby Wars?
Did you just throw them at each other?
Well, we would back in the den at the old house. My sister had an irrational number of Beanie Babies. You know, like everybody else back then, they thought they'd be worth something. And so I'd have
Vietnam.
90s NFTs, if you ask
I'd
me.
have people's over.
Oh,
I'd have
fuck.
people's over, and we divide up and go to opposite corners of the room and like use the couches and like tables for cover and just throw the fucking Beanie Babies at each other as hard as possible. And the danger is you have the likelihood of getting the eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Good
you guys
guess,
didn't do that? You guys didn't do that?
Oh, I threw shit at the fan all the
I
time.
threw shit at the fan all the time.
No. Beanie Baby Wars, like throw them.
Oh no, that was just me.
No, I think it was a white person thing.
Oh,
God.
Oh, did you have Vinny Baby Wars?
Dude,
Like
man,
live guinea pigs.
you could fucking
Throwing
chuck
them.
those things and take someone out.
Would you eat a guinea pig? I
But
would
if
Sure.
somebody,
love
if
eating-
somebody had a guinea pig running around, they're just like, "So you hungry?" I'd
I
go,
have no,
"I'm
yeah,
good."
I have no love for guinea pigs.
I'll eat anything.
Something's wrong with you, man. I
I
love
want
you.
to. If people are like, "You want to eat this squirrel?" I'm like, "Dude, bring it on. I want to know." Like, if it's prepared right, it's not going to kill me. I want to try it.
I'm with you, Jay.
Have you had alligator, Jay? I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm trying to think of the most exotic meat I've had, and it's probably that, but that's not that crazy.
Jesus, what did we have at that restaurant? We had
Antelope.
was it antelope?
I had antelope the first time. We also had bison, elk.
Ooh, bison's
elk.
good.
Bison is so good, man.
Bison's
It's
really
so,
good.
It's like butter.
Game
Oh,
meat is great. It's just been ruined by Joe Rogan.
We had
oh,
quail as
and
well.
a list
right?
of other things. Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
we had
and-
quail drumsticks.
We've just lost
Yeah.
all the PETA fans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! How?
Wait till I tell you about my
when will we
fur
replace
coat.
that? Yeah.
But we gained the PETA fans, PITA.
Yeah.
Ah,
There you go.
welcome, PETA
Can't
boys.
have elk without bread.
That's right.
Pita bread.
More about kid stuff. I've got a. This is something I had
File.
jotted down. No, not like that. God damn it!
Now we got the pedo fans.
No, I don't want to be the representative.
This is why I wanted you, Jesus. Even though you're shoveling coal right now, you're quick on your feet.
They got to quit whenever you're throwing this thing around.
I brought them up
Shovel.
earlier. Mega 64. I'm stealing this from them. I heard on a podcast recently. What's the meanest or shittiest thing you did as a kid?
Oh, I know. I have one. Like
I got a
think
bunch.
I probably told it on this podcast. I know I've told you guys, but it was probably in the throes of a bad night, so maybe no one remembers. There was so recently, Daniel, we were at your place, and I think Art was there. We were watching something, and we saw a trailer for a movie, and I was like, "Holy shit! I know that girl. I went to high school with that girl. Do you remember that?"
Yeah, yeah.
So in third grade, we were in chorus class, like a mandatory chorus class, and she was in that class. And I think like before we could leave for each, like after each class, we had to like answer a question and then we could go. And I think the question was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the teacher asked this girl this, who was this really like, she was pretty petite. And I don't know what came over me. I just said, what do you want to be when you grow up? Short?
Oh.
And she turned to me and just goes, "You're really mean."
Wasn't that
Fucking
Ian
bastard.
McGregor's? Wasn't that
I
Ian
don't know.
McGregor's daughter?
No, it was not Ewan McGregor's daughter.
Hey, he stayed down the street when they were doing Bill Fish.
We all
Yeah,
knew
Bill
Ewan
Fish.
McGregor's daughter. Yeah.
Fish.
Bill Fish.
Love
But
that
yeah,
guy.
that was probably the meanest like single act. I don't know why I
Chris,
said
you're
that.
pussyfooting. I don't buy it.
Why?
You gotta have dirtier laundry. Come on.
No, but that was just mean
What
spirited.
in God's name did you do, Jay?
I did horrible shit. I was a terrible child. I was
I go after Jay. Okay, I said it.
okay. I've got a few because I can't narrow it down. I did a lot of bad shit.
Where are we ending childhood at? 'Cause I've done horrible things throughout my
19.
life.
Whenever you,
Basically.
it's probably whenever you stop playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
2019, got you.
So I remember I was just like kind of a Dennis the Menace kind of freak when I was a kid. I lived in a neighborhood with a bunch of old people, and I didn't have all my friends were across town.
This is
So-
why
Like,
students at
sometimes-
your school threatened to kill you.
This is like in Tom Sawyer.
No, Rob. Sorry, I must say his name. That guy was a different story. He was obsessed with me and was following me around, and I was so tired of him. I kept telling him, "You have to leave me alone." And then he gave me a threatening letter.
What did he say?
But you have it still, right?
Oh God, it's in a Facebook post. He
Yeah.
fucking found me on Facebook after like 16 years, which is terrifying, and told me I got him expelled. And it was something like "Death will come to you, Jay."
Whoa.
Because I just told him to stop following me. He would literally just
Oh.
follow me, and I'd turn around and look at him, and he wouldn't be saying anything. He'd just be like just looking at me. He was a fucking freak, fucking Gollum looking
That
motherfucker.
guy was digging the skin you're in.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll let you guys decide what the worst thing was. So I would go around the neighborhood on my bike for like, I think this was like 2 or 3 days. I was just on a roll. All the like upright lamps in people's yards, like street lamps, if they had like glass panels, I had this slingshot and I would just shoot a fucking rock at them and take them out.
What are you,
And mo-
Link from like From
And
Majora's Mask with the fucking slingshot?
Well, my dad had this there's like crazy dangerous slingshots.
Yeah, the ones that shoot the pellets.
And
The
it had
big old
like this.
bearings.
My dad had this like military like grade looking nightmare with this fucking elastic band that was like an inch thick.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
surgical.
Yes.
And it was
It's
like
surgical
metal.
tubing.
It was
Every irresponsible
horrible.
kid that I didn't like had one of those.
I had one.
So I did that
Yeah.
for like a few days
Case
and never
in
got
point.
caught. And then speaking of other neighborhood stuff, I remember one day I just was walking around my neighborhood and I saw the little sprinkler systems that come up out of the ground, and I just started kicking all those things off.
You're a little shit, Jay.
I just destroyed this guy. I don't know who it was, but I wrecked his sprinkler system. Every single one of them along the perimeter of his house.
Here's what I think though, Jay. You say I'm pussyfooting. What you did was comic mischief. What I did was just totally mean spirited.
It's about to get worse.
Okay,
I see what
let's
you mean.
keep going.
So
You're like
I
rated
had
E10 on a E ESRB scale.
it's about to go to
Suitable for young children.
at least M.
Goodness.
Oh no.
What did
So-
you do?
I caught a lot of creatures when I was a little kid, and
Oh no.
what
Charlie.
PETA's about to step in again.
I think Chris has heard this. Chris has heard this story. We had like an infestation of stink bugs at the
Oh,
old
God.
house.
Yeah, the Alabama stink bug.
No.
no.
That's as
And,
far as you get, mister.
I
Yeah,
caught
short
keep
leash.
shoveling.
I got you. I got you.
Keep shoveling.
I caught like 40 of them in this little plastic terrarium, just catching bugs and stuff. And I lit a pine straw fire on the concrete porch, and I poured all of them out of the cage into it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey,
did you
you
say you could
just-
hear them screaming?
I don't know if it was screaming or just like air exiting their bodies, but it sounded just like
better.
this
Fire. They were
shriek.
screaming.
You sent them directly to hell.
Yeah, you went from mischief to misdemeanor.
Yeah.
That's not a misdemeanor. That's a felony.
The last one, well, actually, it's okay. I had another one. I would always catch we had these house geckos throughout the southeast. They come out at night, and I would go gecko hunting.
You're a
And
Weird kid,
I
man.
didn't kill them. I didn't mean to kill them.
Man, no.
And so I'd catch the things, and I'd never hurt them when I caught them. They would be climbing along the brick walls and behind pots and stuff. And I'd put like 30 of them in a cage and leave them outside and come back the next day. And most of them would still be alive, but I let them loose. But you could tell a few of the smaller ones had got like trampled and were dead.
God.
And
Goodness.
the last one also involved trapping small creatures. I remember at
This is why
my
you like The Sims, I think.
yes, my mom, she was taught at an elementary school at the time that had a pond behind the building, and it had minnows in it.
Kids.
And I would catch the minnows with my hand and put them in like a bucket and take them home. And we had this massive reptile terrarium that we weren't using anymore. And I filled it with water. The thing was not made to be filled with water. And I got probably 100 minnows, and I just left them in there. And it just turned into this brown mud eventually with all this algae in it. And I fucking got that slingshot and I shot the side of it, and that shit just poured out everywhere all over the lawn.
You made primordial soup.
Yeah. So those are the couple things I
There's
did.
probably a new species coming out of
You
that.
brought us right back to the beginning, buddy.
Yeah.
Nutrient dense fluid.
So I mean, you guys can decide what the worst thing I did as a kid was, but
I
uh,
I still stand by what I like. This is still like comic
Yeah.
mischief.
I think that's
That's
yeah,
the worst
Jay,
thing
what you
was
did.
hurt animals.
Yeah.
but-
You just sound like a Borderlands character,
Hey, I think I could beat you.
okay, go.
like in a fist fight or what?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I fight with my words.
Oh,
Oh
And this big old shovel you gave me.
Yeah.
oh shit.
no, we have lasers trained on you, including
Yeah, believe me, that
dozens of
thing-
cloaked drones with
auto
instant,
turrets,
instant
stinger
it's pointed in our
missiles.
direction,
I
you
see
get
them now.
you get destroyed into a
You
pink-
get lit the
fine
fuck
pink
up
mist.
like you get lit up like Sonny Capone, man,
Yeah.
Hmm.
or what was his name? Frankie. You get lit up like him.
Yeah.
Frank Kelly.
Yeah,
It'll be like that movie.
show. It'd be like that show.
Anyway, Jay, to keep with your theme of hurting animals, my
You
mom
dress all
taught
of
me-
us.
To whom it may concern.
The
you
forum.
It concerns me a
The
great
force-
deal.
My mom taught me how to catch anoles.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Oh,
Yep.
And you put them in a tin can with bleach, They just
You-
leave the bone.
Careful, your wedding's about to be annulled.
Oh no, that
But it
is
was-
worse.
But it was really neat because you'd get like a little skeleton, like a perfect little white skeleton. Only
Oh,
ever
no.
I only
Did you keep
ever
him?
did it- I
Did you
put
have like
him-
a little like cemetery of like lizard corpses that you kept on the shelf above
Well,
your bed?
first off, they're just skeletons, and no, I would put them on the porch.
Did you guys
Display
see
them
the
as warning
picture?
signs?
Did you did you guys see the picture of that rat that got into a barrel of degreaser?
Yeah.
Ugh, no, I
Dude,
didn't.
It
it
was
looks
just
right now.
sick, man. It's
It
awesome.
was like translucent.
It's like what a character that gets like destroyed by Scorpion in Mortal Kombat looks like in the original like those like frame by frame games, where it's just like you see like the muscular structure and that's it.
Ugh.
It was awesome.
Whoa, it looks like a gummy bear.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at this.
Yes, it looks
I
like
think
a
it
infused.
was-
Yeah,
Man, I want to eat that.
If I saw that on the range, I'd assume someone made like a
on the
like a specific-
range.
Oh,
a
like one of
specific-
those meat
The
jelly
shooting
things.
range.
Yeah, shooting range. That would
Like the
be
things they fuck up on Forged in Fire.
yeah.
Like you were talking like
Oh.
home on the range.
Yeah, I was like,
They sell
I'm on the home front.
They sell rat shot for revolvers, and I could see some nut making one of these to practice his aim on his
Practice shooting
vermin.
rats.
Jesus,
Oh
I don't
my
want to hear
God.
how we pigeonhole you as the gun guy anymore.
I am so sorry, it's not in your vernacular. You're limp-wristed fucks that don't shoot no guns.
No,
Whoa!
easy, easy. Oh,
We're all limp wristed because we graduated from shoveling coal.
That's right.
True.
His cock with that mouth.
Oh,
Anyway, I think that's not even the worst thing I did. If
Oh.
we're upping
Jesus.
it to like, if we're upping it to like early teenager,
until
like
you stop playing Overwatch.
strangle a
That's
dog
the
or
thing.
anything? Did you?
Oh God.
no, one of my friends had left her Facebook login information
Oh,
Oh
on my
no.
computer, and I made her the head of a Facebook group that I just titled KKK.
Oh my
man.
god.
That's really bad.
That's like life
Jesus,
ruining, bro.
Facebook was around. You should have been over that.
Yeah, Facebook was around.
Oh,
Well, when did you get your Facebook? When did you make it for yourself?
I didn't get till I
2000
was 15.
Like 2003.
2008. I think.
2003. You were in like college already. I remember my brother
am
had
old.
Facebook when you had to have a .edu address.
Damn,
Oh man,
he's old as
on it.
time.
Yeah.
let's go watch The Social Network, boys.
Nope.
Watch Jesse Eisenberg shuffle around and
I
squint.
don't understand Danny Boyle's filmography of like I'm gonna make Train Spotting and then also 28 Days Later in The Social Network. What?
Wait, Danny? I thought fucking what's his name did Social Network that did that I like that did the
Oh fuck! It's
David
David Fincher.
Wait, yeah,
I'm sorry.
It was
Danny Boyle
David
did.
Fincher.
I'm sorry. Danny Boyle did do the
Danny Fincher.
Tim Apple, Steve Jobs thing.
Yeah, he did
With
Train
Ashton
Spotting,
Kutcher, right?
Slumdog Millionaire,
Slump
Train
Dogs.
Spotting,
Slumdog.
I can't stop looking at this rat.
120
love it.
127 Hours,
Oh yeah, that was a good
Steve
movie.
Jobs, Shallow Grave, Trance, Yesterday.
That's gotta
Yo.
be the cover for this.
Oh, he
podcast.
did Yesterday?
No, he did not. Did he?
He did. He
Oh,
directed
did it?
Yesterday.
Did he write it?
No, he was the director.
you know what would have made yesterday
Uh,
better?
Nothing.
If instead of that guy that played the main character, it was just John Mayer.
I wish it was just like a guy that was like, this world doesn't remember Ed Sheeran.
Oh,
Someone way more recent, way less important.
Ed Sheeran's in the movie, so
The world doesn't remember David
Fucking hell,
Guetta.
really? Is he really?
Ed Sheeran is in yesterday. I thought you knew that.
Oh,
We were riffing on that. Yeah, he's like a side character.
His sidekick. God.
Oh man. But yeah, this translucent horror rat looks like one of those bodies from the Deadliest Warrior. Or no,
Yeah.
not
That's
Deadliest.
what we title.
Just said.
Yeah.
The Forged in Fire, yeah.
This
Deadliest
will kill.
Warrior.
I'm
Did you guys
trying to
watch
think-
that show?
Wasn't that the one where they had like
yeah,
the
yeah.
battles between the samurai and like the Greek
Yeah.
soldier?
Yeah, I always hated that show because you could tell they bought into like internet kind of culture. And they'd be like, here's cowboys versus like the mafia. It's like one group has like these like single action revolvers, and the other group has like full auto Tommy guns.
machine guns,
But-
And they're just like, well, but the cowboys are resourceful types, and then they
Yes.
win. It's just like-
the simulation part was always so ridiculous.
And they do stuff like they do that thing that like Call of Duty does, where it's like, okay, we have like American Green Berets, which are like the highest of the high, like in terms of like specialization. They put them against like general like Russian like army, and the Russian army would just annihilate them.
Right, because
okay,
that, that was at the height.
badass.
That was at the height of like Russians are the most
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah, it was
on
totally
the
that Call of
internet.
Duty era. Oh,
Do you remember?
fuck.
Do you remember
I'm
that
so
shit?
mad.
How like Putin was an internet meme and like a very very popular one. People were like, "Hey, that's
Yeah.
badass like Putin."
Yeah,
It
look
was
at him.
definitely-
He's riding a horse bare chested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is that was totally like people our age, and then we grew up and we're like, oh no, he's horrifying.
do you
Dude, do you think that
remember?
was a psyop? Do you think like
Psyop. It was an MK Ultra thing.
yeah?
Do you
Daniel,
remember
just
the
drink your
wide
tap water,
Putin
bro.
thing?
That
The
shit
white
was
Putin,
giving you
like
the
Adam
fluoride
Driver?
stare.
It was like Putin walking down a hall, but they had stretched it like and squashed
Yeah,
it
it did.
down horizontally, so
They
where
big
like
crushed
most
it.
of the frame was just like his wide ass body,
Yeah, I remember.
and they had like the
Usually,
snow music on it.
It's funny. It's actually unedited.
Oh,
that's what everything looks like in Russia.
very
Cool.
wide.
Very wide.
And the Kremlin is only like 10 feet tall.
You got a duck to get in.
It's like a time zone thing. As soon as you get close enough to it, you just start shrinking.
I like the emphasis you put on that.
Gotta put-
Shrinking.
Gotta put some stink on it.
You're like
You
flying. You're flying into St. Petersburg. You're like, man, this guy on the seat next to me just got really close. He's been getting closer.
Have you seen a Space Odyssey? That's what it looks like. Like all the light just hits one line and it just flashes through you, like you're going through hyperspace.
That's what everybody calls it, a space odyssey.
That's it.
Not
What-
2001.
But you
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
2001, A Space Odyssey.
Jesus, I understood what you meant. I understood what you meant, Jesus.
I had to. It was really racking my brain. I was like, a space odyssey.
Everybody calls it
That's
that.
a podcast, you. You fucks.
Get back to shoveling.
I'm
working on it.
I wanna really bring the
before the
podcast
podcast
down.
is over.
I think we're having too much fun. I want to get depressed.
All right, I'm gonna
Okay,
get
you know
up.
what? I
I'm
gotta
still
go.
here though.
I never. Okay, hold on. Before we go, we'll go ahead. I never mentioned what the meanest thing I did as a kid.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
yeah.
I'm sorry, we got off on such a tangent, but rats and
It's not a huge one. I remember one time, I had kicked a ball during recess, and I think it was like in kindergarten or in first grade, but that was at the point where I was starting to learn English and like be able to speak it pretty well. And I kicked the ball at something, and I kicked the ball at something. I think it was like either a girl's lunchbox or it was something of hers, and it broke and like in a pretty spectacular fashion. And I immediately ran to a teacher and told her in English that this one kid that couldn't speak English was the one who did it, and he got in a lot of trouble because he kept denying it, and no one saw me do it.
Why couldn't he speak English? This is what makes it a bad thing or not.
you couldn't
well,
speak any language.
Yeah. Well, it's he couldn't
He was-
speak English. Is the
He was
thing.
just
He
like a
only speaks
feral
Spanish.
child.
Damn, you turned on your own kind.
I did, and because I didn't want to get in trouble.
The
That kid,
Uncle
the
Juan.
girl was crying and shit. That's probably the meanest thing I did. I felt so bad, and it's because the kid didn't even know that I told on him. Like he wasn't mad at me.
Just
He
in
was
another
just
world.
Yeah, he's just
I
upset.
need to seek that woman out and then that man who can't speak English and apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, make amends, bro.
It was that guy at Abu Omar. That was him.
That's why
He ended up like
he was
that.
mad.
He
No,
never
it
grew
was-
out of it.
It was the other guy. That's why he was asking if he was mad.
Oh, enojado.
Weird.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
it's all coming around.
That's
Yeah.
probably my favorite part of the night was when Jay, we went to the halal place down the street at like 1:30 in the morning, and they were slammed. Like, and they had two workers, and like after about 30 minutes of waiting, the little guy behind the counter just turns to his
Guy.
other worker and he just goes, "Enojado."
And the guy and the dude didn't speak Spanish. He just
Yeah.
kept looking at him, and he goes enojado. Like he kept like repeating it. He's like, "You
Oh.
mad?"
Yeah, Daniel translated for Jay.
Please.
No, oh no, he said that. He did say, "You are." He's like, "You mad?" He's like telling him.
Yeah, he's just
And-
saying like angry.
And then he went to go get them. He went to go get them drinks.
Like a feral
and
animal.
He grabbed the other guy like I think it was a water or something, and
A
he grabbed
Humex.
himself a Humex.
Ooh,
Jay, you ever had a Humex?
no.
It's like mango nectar.
It's fruit nectar. So
Do yourself a favor, Jay. Get yourself to a fiesta. I know
Get
y'all have
yourself
them
a-
over there.
No.
mango
We
Humex.
do
Dude.
not have fiestas over here.
Hey, do you have a Cellar Brothers?
Yeah, any
No.
sodas, bros? El
We-
ahorro.
I have to go to like one of those
Michoacan?
Hispanic places.
Jesus.
I'm calling
Jesus.
Michoacan.
There is
Yes.
exactly one street in where Jay lives that has
Oh,
Mexicans
yeah.
on it.
But it's like it is a whole strip of places.
It is pretty small though. Thanks for the
What's it
Humex
called?
picture.
Chico Town?
No, they even have a Guatemalan place there,
Whoa!
like a restaurant.
Oh, okay. I was about to
keep
say, if
meaning
they
to
have,
go.
if they have anything longer than a street, I'm rioting.
It's like maybe a mile. And there's I'm not. Oh, this is tricky territory. I'm not. Oh man, I'm
Here
just
we go.
stating. I'm just stating facts here.
Here we
I'm
go.
not- I'm
Facts and figures.
It's just what it
He
is.
said statistically.
Look, it's just what it is. There is like a trailer park community,
Mhm.
and it is mostly Hispanic, and there are a ton of Hispanic restaurants like a little further down from it because
There's
that
nothing
makes
offensive
sense.
about what
You gotta
said.
fulfill the need.
There was
Yeah,
nothing
and-
offensive about what you said.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was worried.
uh,
I didn't want to be like I was saying like a stereotype or anything.
no.
I was worried.
You could say
What
much worse things about
stereotype other
that
than
place.
They're hardworking.
No, every macaroni girl's around white people, right?
Like,
Fuck that place. Never
being
spent
like,
more
"Oh,
money on something I
macaronis."
didn't want.
Their bread is amazing.
Do you remember going to the macaroni grill, Chris?
Yes, I do.
Drawing the little paper.
I did draw. I drew Dobie on the paper.
Yeah. God rest his
R.I.P.
soul.
Daniel, on the
Hmm.
outside looking in, what's like the whitest thing you've seen someone do?
The whitest thing I've seen someone do.
Oh God.
Hors d'oeuvres
Do you
discussion.
know what a Waldorf salad is?
Yeah.
No.
Is that it? The whitest thing is knowing that.
I think that's what it is. I've
know
had
what
one and
that
it
is, so
fucking
Chris, fuck
sucked.
you.
I hated it.
It's a salad with apples and walnuts.
But some people put like chocolate in it.
Ugh,
At least
Mm-mm.
get that out of here. Stinky.
I don't like that. Get
it
out.
might be one of the worst things I've ever had. I hated it. I hated the
Chocolate?
experience.
Well, Daniel, I don't think your childhood crime was that bad.
It wasn't chocolate. It was marshmallows.
Oh,
You
on a
throw
different
marshmallows in there.
planet, Jay.
It's foul. It was marshmallows. Fuck
Man's
that.
he's wasting away in Chico Town. I really want to go to see your little Mexican community in Alabama.
Yeah, me too.
It
It's
looks
not a
really
it's
cool.
not a community.
Honestly.
It's a
Be an
strip mall.
ambassador.
Let's go, Daniel, in Shield.
Dude.
Jay.
In like right like adjacent to the trailer park, there is this big ass like Hispanic bar, and it is always jumping. It doesn't matter what time of the day I go by there. Like I can go by there at like 10 a.m. and there's just crowds just in the parking lot, people just talking, and there's a taco truck. It is incredible, and I keep meaning to go there, but I
Gotta
don't see any
go.
other white people, and I'm scared they're gonna be like
Oh,
staring at me because like
What are they gonna be like?
what are they gonna do?
Yeah,
like
what
no
are they
white
gonna be
guy
like?
has
Are they
no white
prone to
guy has
something?
ever come there, you know?
So?
No. Are you afraid you're gonna be like the what's the word? Like Dances with Wolves? You afraid to go engine on us?
I've never seen it.
It's
But no.
Pocahontas Avatar.
I'd be scared that I might get to the taco truck and they don't speak any English.
Jay, you
Or
have
something.
to go.
Hey, it's not that hard. You just say you want Tres tacos or something.
That's
Yeah.
really
Por
hard.
favor.
But then I walk up doing like a shitty some shitty like Spanish, and they're just looking at me like this asshole.
Jay, I
No,
think as long as
we
you go
appreciate
there,
the effort.
yeah, I think as long as you don't go there and go like, "Oh, señor, I'd like those tacos,
Yeah.
please."
I
Órale.
went to a karaoke bar in Germany and tried to speak to the local denizens in German, and one guy he stopped me and he goes, "It's okay, I speak English."
That's kind of. I'd be indignant.
Ton of them
No,
speak English over there.
He was smiling.
I'd be like, I'm just stupid. I'm not foreign.
I think my favorite story you told me about Germany, Chris, is whenever you said you're hanging out, like you had a Hispanic friend with you, and someone went up to him and was like, "Are you Turkish?"
No, that was Art's story.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
Art.
Art.
He
Oh,
was in
they were
he was in
having-
Munich.
yeah,
he was
they
in
went to
Munich, which
a-
is like it's literally the south of Germany, and it's literally like the exact same kind of like stereotypes,
South
but
of
it's with
America.
it's with Turkish people. And so they thought when Art went into a bar that they were like a Turkish family.
And that's the thing. It's Art. Here's the thing. Art said he specifically went to like an off the beaten path bar. He wanted to go
Yeah.
to like a working
That's the
class
problem.
bar,
That's his
like
problem.
a neighborhood kind of thing, like out of the
Yeah.
city.
like
Yeah.
a pub.
And he said something like they kind of gave him some strange looks, and they started like speaking Spanish or something. And someone said, "It's okay, guys. They're just Mexican."
Oh,
They're just Mexican,
And I was just like,
no.
"That's the only time I've ever heard that in my life."
dude. I think Europeans are more racist.
To a
I don't
point,
know.
they do have a thing about the French soccer team. Yes.
And the
Oh.
Italian soccer team too, right?
Yeah.
They
Well,
got
all
that
of them
weird
really.
Yeah.
All of like the Central and Western European soccer teams. Like, yeah, people have stuff to say about that.
Yeah.
Like, well, never mind.
I mean,
That being
soccer,
said, not a fun
just
topic.
soccer has a bad problem with that,
I would
though,
love-
right? Like,
Let's talk about Turkey because I want to go there.
Okay,
I
I
wanna
want to
eat
talk
some.
about a Turkish woman real quick.
Wait,
Can
can I say one more thing, Jay?
No, yeah.
You are stopping yourself from finding a fiery, hot-blooded Latin woman, just because you're scared to go to the Mexican taco trucks. You need to go to Chico Town and get yourself a woman.
I need like
You need
I
to
need a
just you
guy.
need to stand in front of the bar and you say, "I will love a woman."
women.
I do not love men. I love
walk up. I need a spicy chico. What? Where
That
did
was
that
like
come from?
that was a soundbite.
Who did this? I would need like another Hispanic
if you went
person
up
to
and
go
said
with
you
me.
want a spicy chica, you're out. You're out. You're back to shoving coal, son.
Yeah.
No, I'm
This
the
came back
pro.
from this comes back from the top brass. You're back to shoveling coal.
Fuck. I
Fuck.
want to talk about a Turkish woman.
Oh,
I know we said no work talk, but it's not really work talk.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make a supercut of that. I know we said no work talk.
Yeah.
But here's work talk. My boss is Turkish, and she speaks English.
Let's hear it.
Just before competently.
Oh,
She is really pretty bad, but I mean, she can get out what she's trying to say most of the time, and she's a great boss. But anyway, she has a habit of calling. She's not very professional sometimes, and she calls the associates douches.
ah,
And I think I told Chris this story. There's a really ignorant person who works in the office. He's
Oh,
a good
no.
kid, but he's like a failure of the public school system here that is really, really bad. And
51st in the country, right?
he 49th.
No,
But-
I like 51st better.
so like all the time I'd be speaking to him and he'd be like, "What's that mean?" And it would be a phrase like,
Oh, dude.
it wouldn't be something that complicated. It would just be like, "That's extraordinary."
Oh, wow.
And he'd be like, "What's that mean?" And I'd look at him like, "Are you serious?" And he's not even like an accurate reflection of like the other employees. He just like
He's an
somehow
anomaly.
never listened in school to anything.
Wow.
And so he came up to me one day and he was just like, "Douche is a Turkish word, right?" And I was just like, "Dude." And the other day he came up, he bought a PS5 for like $875 and he was
Oof.
so excited about it. And then later in the day he came up to me and he was really upset. And I was like, "What's wrong?" He was like, "I didn't know what refurbished meant."
Oh.
shit.
And I was like, "No, you idiot! You paid $875 for a used console."
That's rough.
So that's my little Turkish.
that's some flowers for Algernon shit, Jay.
That's bad news. Just big bad news. And
It almost
he was
sounds like that's a book you're reading.
oh,
It is.
It
It
is the
is.
book.
Daniel.
I love
I
it when
found out-
someone like finds like a new cultural phenomenon and they're like trying to shoehorn it into.
I'm not trying, you fuckheads. It's a pod. I'm making connective tissue to.
Oh, he got so mad he cut off.
Yeah, he fell into
He
the
fell right
furnace.
in head first. He's
fell
dead
right
now.
into the furnace.
My face
He's-
is covered in soot. I ain't got no eyebrows.
Those drones are trained on you, buddy. Watch out.
They won't let me kill myself either.
He's
Keep you
one with-
alive.
Yeah, they
He's now
pulled
one
me out of
with
the
the-
heap.
Oh,
RJ3K
shit.
super complex.
How dark.
Like
You try to
when
jump.
you
You
can
try to
tell
like
someone
jump
you
out
can
the
tell when
window. They
somebody
catch you.
Yeah,
you can tell when somebody learned the word zeitgeist.
yeah, you can tell when someone learned. What was that one you said recently?
What was it?
The Halcyon days.
The halcyon days.
You
That
said
wasn't
that
me.
you said that about 4 or 5 times in the span of 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we were drinking.
No. I by the way, Chris, I want to just take this
Don't
moment.
worry. Go ahead.
Jesus sent me a picture of you and Daniel that night. I don't know if you knew about that.
I know about it. Yeah, of us walking.
No, of you guys on that couch.
Oh
Oh,
God.
I did.
Yeah, and Chris, I'm not trying to hate. You got a haircut,
I
didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I've never seen you with a haircut like that.
It's just what? It's normal.
I did send a picture.
It was like it. Hold on, can you send it to me?
No, I don't
Yes.
want to see it. I don't want to see it. It's my weakest moment.
I'm not saying
I
it looks.
wanna see it.
I'm not saying you look bad. It's just I've never seen this haircut on you.
It's a normal ass haircut.
Maybe it was just the picture. I think the picture
Please,
has to
I
be
need to
sent
see the
now.
picture now.
It
Yeah, I
looks
need to
like
see the
Chris.
picture.
It looks like normal Chris. It's just something was off with your hair. I don't know if
Oh.
you were like sweating and wet, and you like just ran
Maybe.
your
wet.
Sweating
just
and
like
wet.
ran your hand through your hair or something. But
It's
it was
something I do when I'm drinking. I'm sorry.
I don't see the problem.
Chris. Normally, it looks like it's very combed out, and your hair is usually like not messy, but like wavy. But like your hair looks so straight in this photo.
I think it's probably after we walked and I was like, yeah, sweaty and wet.
Moist.
It looks like Chris is my caretaker.
I was just about to say,
It's an extremely unflattering picture of me.
he's got like his teeth on his bottom lip.
Every picture I took that night,
Lord.
I was
Daniel-
just about to point that shit out, man. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, that's the funniest fucking photo.
I wish we could include this. We can't. Damn,
That's my new
That's the funniest
Discord
thing I've
picture.
seen in a while, man. Holy
That's
shit.
my new Discord picture for sure.
Oh man.
I can't control myself.
God, I wish.
Now I got your bottom lips hanging down. Oh my god, man, that's the funniest shit ever.
You look so like happy though.
I would just love. I would just.
Just
What
living
could we
life.
be watching?
I look like Lenny in what is it? Of Mice and Men. It's like the instant before he gets shot.
Yeah,
That's my
Chris
face.
is about to tell you about the
Somebody-
rabbits.
Yeah,
Holy shit, man. Oh,
that'd be
Lord.
one of the
just-
worst pictures I've
keep
ever
looking-
that's ever been taken of me.
I can't keep looking at that. I'm gonna be. My
Yeah.
throat hurts.
Oh,
I gotta scroll up in the chat. I can't look at this.
Yeah, I just had to scroll down.
I got you.
Oh man.
God damn.
Fuck you, Izzy.
I'm getting rid of it.
Oh,
I'm putting it as my Discord picture. That's fucking great.
I just saved it.
All right.
oh.
Oh no! Why do you have that?
Wait, what is
Why
that?
would he do this to himself? He has the skinniest little legs. They're gonna snap at any moment.
Jesus, I edited it.
Oh, you did?
I ballooned him quite a bit.
It looks like cookie dough.
Okay, I want to see the original.
I don't have the original.
It is.
This is all that exists now.
I'm gonna send this to
Careful now.
Oscar.
I don't want this to get backtraced to
You
me.
guys, this podcast has gotten out of hand.
Let's
Yeah, this makes for great radio talking
let's
about
stick to audio.
pictures.
Well, actually, it's better now because it's like theater of the mind that people are going to be imagining this photo of Daniel. It's going to be unbelievable in their mind.
That's not Daniel.
No, the one before.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
We're trying to make me racist.
I love you, Oscar. Chris.
What?
well, we have to leave that one out.
Oh man, Sorry.
Okay, I gotta catch my breath. We gotta move on to the next topic.
All right, let's stop it.
As I said before, we really need to bring it down now. We need sadness. Let me tell you about a sad thing I've been doing lately. So I just turned. I'm the oldest one of the group. And
No, Jesus is older.
oh God!
No, the fuck I am not. When were you born, Jay?
1992.
Yeah, I'm not the oldest, you fuckhead.
Not even close. You're the youngest.
I
You're
just
dealing
turned
with a baby
29.
boy, baby girl.
So speaking of 29, I've been having like an existential crisis because I'm coming up on my 30s, and I'm just like, man, this is the last 20 age for me.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
It's already a month gone.
I know, and looking back on my life, and what am I gonna do? Like, Jesus Christ! And so, in a horrible attempt to like relate to somebody, I looked up 10-year-old Mega 64 videos.
Oh,
Because
when they were your age?
Garrett Hunter is now 39, and I was like, I want to see someone when they were 29.
I've done the same, actually. That's funny.
I caught myself doing this, and I was like, this is the saddest thing I think I've ever done.
Damn.
I've done the same thing where I look at like their podcasts, like, oh, when were they 26? Like,
Yeah.
What was
Like,
it?
where are they
2000
at now that I'm there?
We were me and April were watching Elf this morning or this afternoon.
This morning, I
this
woke up
morning.
and decided to
Yeah,
do that, huh?
5 a.m.
Before I go to work, we're gonna watch Elf. No, we were watching Elf, and there's a scene where he's in the mailroom talking to a guy, and the guy's like, "Man, I'm 27. What have I done with my life?" This guy he's got his hair thinning.
He looks like the burrito in Sausage
Yes, you
Party.
remember? He's like a little
Oh,
falafel.
God.
Just some old 40-year-old man trying to say he's 27. I was like,
Yeah.
I think you're doing okay, Jay.
He's like, I'm 27 years old. What have I got to show for
There
it?
are some fucks out there, Jay, that look like some goblins.
Oh my god!
Yes, like that. At 30, there be monsters.
Like the new Discord picture is out.
Yeah,
Not
there it is.
27.
27.
27.
It's like Louis C.K. when he was 27.
I was about to say it's like a Jeff Bridges Louis C.K. crossover.
That's great.
But also just talking about old people. Let me think about this. Did your parents ever, like anybody, expose you a lot to something when you were a kid, and you kind of are tolerant of it now because of that? But if you saw it today for the first time, you totally would not appreciate anything about it.
Oh, football.
Give me an example.
So like my dad watches all these kind of shitty, pulpy old westerns, like Bonanza, Gunsmoke, Rifleman, Have Gun Will Travel, Wagon Train, just a bunch of really not very good shows. But because of his like affection for it, because he watched it when he was a little boy, and I saw him as I was growing up, I've got like this soft spot for something that if you tried to show it to me now, I'd be like, are you fucking serious? This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
That's probably how I feel about staying with the Christmas theme, which we have not done, about A Christmas Story. Like, even though that movie came out in like the late 70s or early 80s, right?
Oh, that was 80s. It had
Was
to
it
be.
80s? But okay,
A Christmas movie?
A Christmas
Story.
Oh, Christmas
The thing
Story.
about that movie is it has this like weird Pulp Fiction out of time effect to it, where it's like I can't tell if this was made in the 60s or like 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1983.
I knew it was like mid somewhere.
It's strange, and my dad watches that every Christmas, and like he always gets like his dainty little whiskey glass out and reflects on his childhood, like Christmas presents about getting like a toboggan or something in New York. And so like every time I see that movie, I'm kind of filled with glee.
Yeah,
But, like,
that's what it is.
I wouldn't care at all.
Chris, your daddy is a fabled man.
He's incredible.
I picture him like as a little like rascal in New York with his toboggan going.
He was
down
a big
the hill.
rascal.
Judging from you, he had to have been bigger.
He is bigger.
You guys are tall monster men.
Big
Chris,
man.
Seen him in his halcyon years. He was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was like slim. He's like a swimmer almost, like a Deadliest Catch kind of guy.
I really wish my dad had the chance to meet your dad. Like I know our moms met.
I mean, they're
Chris.
not dead. My parents live not that far away from them
Oh,
anymore.
I can
So
just be like, Dad, go to their place. Just go.
it's like 10 miles.
Daniel.
Oh yeah, I forgot they moved back.
Yeah,
What do you
sad
think would
fate.
happen if all of our dads met each other without
I know
any
my
context?
dad and Fernando would get along.
I think they would too. I think they'd get
They
along
would
very
hit it
well.
off. They would talk about construction and
Yeah,
stuff.
they would
Oh
talk
my
about they would
God.
talk about like old guy things,
I think my
they
dad
would love
get
it.
along.
Your
like
dad,
active old guy things.
Daniel's dad looks up horse crashes. My dad looks up boat crashes. They
Oh,
would meet in the
dude.
middle.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it when my dad found out what YouTube was and how to use it. I like went on his laptop one day in like 2009, and he had two recent searches, and it was boat
Sexy leg
crashes.
JPEG.
No, that was mine. It was boat crashes, and then below it was Georgia, like the University of Georgia sucks.
Your dad was looking for confirmation.
I like the idea that your dad didn't end up in an echo chamber. He was looking for it.
Yeah.
I do that
On
with
YouTube.
artists.
But
I look up Billie Eilish sucks.
whenever
Oh, when I look at Billie Eilish, it ain't that.
No! What have I done?
Well, you add
Kristen
another
come
word onto
by-
the end of it.
Yep.
So come by to my mom and dad's house.
That's bad, man.
And my dad was.
I'll be
I'm
back.
sure
I'm
we
gonna
said it
take
on
a
this
potty break
podcast
and keep going.
before, but my dad was like on his iPad in a hammock.
In a hammock.
Yeah, just chilling outside. And when my dad finds something new and cool on the internet, he gets stuck with it for like a fucking week, and that's all
Yeah.
he does. And this time, and I think that's where I get it from, where I'm like just attracted to something a lot super quickly, and then I'm fucking over it, and I'm on to the next thing. Like
He
that
discovered
week was
Google Earth, right?
it was Google Earth, and all he would do is he'd just sit on his iPad and just zoom into places because he was like just
Oh.
looking at
Dude,
Google
I do
Earth.
that every night before bed.
And he was just zoned out, and he's just like
Zoned out.
he was just on the iPad, and then I think we were leaving, and
We
then
were.
he goes we were either leaving or we were just getting there,
We were leaving.
and my dad he said he said
Speaking of Turkey.
where's Istanbul, and we're like, oh, it's in Turkey, and he goes, no. And he like zooms into it.
He starts zooming in. You can see on his big fat iPad.
It's just
He's zooming into Turkey.
he would not believe it. We're like, yeah, it's in Turkey, and he's just like, no, and just went into it.
Daniel, I thought you were gonna be like, he was like, hey Daniel, you ever seen these women licking these microphones on Twitch?
ASMR Turkish.
That's what he's into for a week straight.
What's the most like modern / recent / internet thing your dad's asked you? Like that's like way out of left field.
Christ.
He watches like vinyl reviews on YouTube
Oh.
of like old like vinyl fans like going crazy about the current edition and how it's like audiophile proof.
Oh, that's nuts.
And he'll also watch like Modern My Toyota Tacoma.
Modern and modern.
He got really into modding Toyota Tacomas.
I like the idea of you scrolling through the comments of a like a YouTube page that you like, and you just see your dad put something just like divine.
Or you could just
Divine.
or he could be like discovering the internet for the first time, like a 9-year-old, and just calling everything gay. I don't know. Or some people that are our age still.
Yeah.
Speaking of cars, I want to move into a little game here.
All right. Speaking of cars.
Speaking of
Jesus, are you still with us? Or are you shoveling? Oh.
The man is finished.
Is this?
I think Jesus got lost in the coal.
Fuck.
Or
Oh
he's
no.
staying.
He's
he
taking
went
a
to the-
big
he
old
went to the restroom.
taking a big
He did
fat
not-
duty.
This is an unsanctioned restroom break.
You're talking over him, probably.
We talked over you.
That's
Just
fine.
no,
He's
we talked over you.
he's on the lower end of the totem pole. It's fine.
Well,
Turn on your microphone for like a minute.
he's
We
sitting
can
on
hear
the
you
toilet,
too.
just hearing us.
Take the mic in there.
Take the mic, hold it up to, and unload a big crusty
You guys,
fart.
I
We're gonna
did
start
have.
throwing coal at you from out here.
This is the only time I can include this, only moment in this podcast, so I got to do it. I thought about setting up my other computer in the bathroom, like I do, and loading up VHS Virgil and just having it be like the P mic.
You can.
So if I had to get it to go to the bathroom, you guys could hear me taking a leak on the podcast. I thought that
Well,
would be pretty cool.
It would have been nice if you asked first. I usually ask before I go.
No, I want to put that on you. I show first.
I don't want it to be put on me.
No, God, bad wording. I get stuck with the worst lucks with fencing myself into a corner with that's what she said moments, or I don't know. Anybody still do that around you?
No.
Mario does that a lot to me, but he also has the mind of a child, so you can't really blame him.
I feel like, I don't know, as time has gone on, people have had more subtle reactions where they'll just go like,
Yeah, let's give you a look. Or go, uh-huh.
Give you a wink and a nod.
Scratch the chin hair.
They scratch your chin.
Yeah. That's what I meant, but no one could know that but you.
Okay.
Wow. Let me see. I'll knock out a little quick one. Anybody have a weird daily habit you do that most people don't know you do?
No.
You don't have just you do yoga.
Yeah, that's just for my personal health.
That's awesome.
I'm sure most people don't know it because I haven't had the chance to tell them because I never shut the fuck up about it. But I think that's the reason. It's that they haven't heard it from me yet.
I got a really weird one. I have upper back pain, which is a lot better than lower back pain, I've heard.
I might trade it.
Every now and then when I have a just my back is just aching like crazy, I'll take a bath.
29 years old.
I'll take a bath.
Oh.
But that's not why I take the bath. I'm not trying to like heat my back up. I have a heating pad. There's a soap dish, and if I kind of put my torso up in the tub, the edge of this porcelain soap dish, I'll put my upper back against it and use it to massage my back, and it works like nothing else. But I also imagine someone walking in and seeing this. It would be one of the strangest and most surreal, upsetting experiences anyone could see. What?
I think that would be the case if anyone walked in while I was showering, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be very surreal.
It reminds me of that scene in Fear and Loathing where that really straight normal guy at the bar or club walks into the bathroom and Hunter S. Thompson is like that hippie's like snorting or licking acid or it's cocaine off of his sleeve. Does no one remember this?
It's a hard movie to remember at some point.
Yeah,
that was pretty early on, though, right?
That was plastered when I watched that movie.
If you're in the first 45 minutes, it's different.
Yeah, but it's right after you see the Hunter S. Thompson cameo.
Oh, you know what, man? I didn't even realize he made a cameo.
You assholes! Why don't you like my garbage movie?
It's not
remember every detail.
Not a garbage movie.
Not a good movie.
It's not a garbage movie.
It's a fun, memorable movie, but it's a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie. I disagree. I don't think it's a bad movie.
No one loves Hunter S. Thompson more than me. I'll go ahead and draw a line in the sand, but that movie is a mess.
It's not a bad movie, and it's not made by him. It was made by Terry Gilliam.
Well, I'm just saying on the subject, like even there's a lot of people who just appreciate it because it's about Hunter S. Thompson. Or, I know it's a Terry Gilliam movie. How dare you? I'm a huge Monty Python fan.
Jesus, we're talking about Avatar.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
It's the best. It's the best.
I heard
movie.
that Fear and Loathing. I heard that Fear and Loathing has the most realistic depiction of like taking LSD.
They get some things right, but a lot of it is kind of silly.
Where he's looking at the carpet and it's wiggling.
And hallucinogenics do to you. They just make stuff a little weird.
If anybody forgot, about 20 minutes ago, I was like, speaking of cars.
Give me 2 minutes, Jake. Hold on.
No!
I'll be right back. I gotta take what Jesus did.
Oh man, bring the shovel.
I just
don't talk to me like that.
Oh my god. I just decided to bring up my game right when everybody was ready to fucking drop a log.
Here, let's change the subject, Jay. No. What's the biggest mistake you've seen someone make recently? This goes for you too, Daniel.
Biggest mistake?
Yes. I can tell you the one I saw recently.
You go first.
What'd you see? Yeah, okay, I want to.
This is the first thing in my notes for the podcast. Okay, so Daniel, do you remember? Oh no, she's new. Sorry, work talk. There's this Pakistani teenager that started working here at my job called Hadia,
Mhm.
and she got these initials on her arm. It says GG,
Mhm.
and I thought it was like a video game thing. I was like, "Oh, I like your tattoo. What's
G.G.
it
Allen.
about?" It's her boyfriend's initials.
Oh.
I asked because I was curious what his name is. It's Ghalib Gupta.
This gamer guy.
No, but it's so bad. Just think about it. She's an 18-year-old. Her boyfriend is 24. He lives in New York, and they do not physically see each other. And she
That's
got
like
his,
a mistake that's gonna set in for a lifetime.
Oof.
oh yeah, and
Gonna
I
get worse every year.
she was like, I put it on Instagram, and he asked me to tag people so they could see it too. And I was like, oh my god,
Oh wow, she's
this
like
is
owned by him.
That poor
yeah,
girl. My goodness.
this is a a long con too. I remember she was telling me that like people from Pakistan and people from India have beef, and he's Indian. I'm like, what if he's just fucking with her?
Damn.
Oh, geez.
But I doubt that. I think it's more just this guy's got a big ego.
Oh, without question.
But just imagine having like your first like when you're 18. Imagine having that girlfriend's initials on your arm.
Hmm.
Gamer
People-
guy.
People shame me about not having tattoos at work.
Really, man.
They're just like basic ass upper class white boy. I'm like,
Well, they want you to look like fucking Post Malone.
almost everyone up there has has tattoos, and I'm just like, I tell them
Up there.
I liked tattoos. I think tattoos are cool when they're well done. It's just it's not for me because I will immediately regret it no matter what.
Yeah,
Like, without question. Like I love that you have the confidence or lack of self control to get a tattoo, but you know I'm a fairly straight laced white guy. I didn't come. I don't know. It's just I can't. I don't want to get a tattoo.
Jay. Speaking of being a straight laced white guy, I think mine and your dad's would get along the most. My dad has a lot of hate for other groups.
Oh my god.
He just talks shit about everybody.
What are you saying about my dad?
I just feel like they're both ornery.
Your dad's got his
right-leaning
death goatee
fellas.
on.
It's not a okay. It is a death goatee.
My
Now
dad
that I
has
get
a
it.
goatee too.
This is the look of when you will be a corpse.
Let me
You
see
will
your
have
dad.
this is your final look.
Let me see your dad.
I'd
wanna
have to
meet
look for
that
a
dad.
picture. I don't have a lot of pictures of my dad.
Guys
I'll put it in
working the
chat
cold
if
shift
it's
are
talk
not
about
allowed to see each
cars?
other's dads.
Let's talk
Loser.
about cars.
Let's talk about cars. Thank you, Chris.
Like the
I had
band.
devised a new game. I don't even know if it's a game. It's a trivia game. And
Called
Jeez.
Counting
let me
Cars.
explain this. This is my car trivia game. I'm not a
Counting
car
cars.
guy.
Wasn't that like a Naked Brothers band song?
No,
It
was
was
a dishwalla counting blue cars.
Dishwalla.
Yep.
Is that not that? That's not that far off from Bob Dylan's son with wallflowers.
What?
What?
Don't speak ill of the wallflower.
I like the wallflowers. Whoa,
I have 3 songs.
Come drive a little.
All right.
That's gonna
This
be a
is-
theme song.
This is Car Brand Scramble, and it's a
Oh,
lot more.
Christ, this is not fair.
It's a lot more chaotic than regular opinion scramble
Cool.
because everybody's going to be talking over each other. It's going to be pandemonium. Basically, what the goal is here, I'm going to list the model of a car. Everyone has to name who you have to first person to name the manufacturer.
This is not fair. This is
Okay.
not
Gonna be
fair.
Daniel.
I knew it
Yeah,
would
what?
appeal to Daniel.
Yeah,
People.
Okay, how about we just do Daniel? We just do Daniel then.
No, I want to compete.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a
Prove
coward.
everyone
All
wrong.
right. We can tally up points later and declare a winner on Twitter. I don't know. But
I'll do it.
so it starts easy and gets harder as it goes.
Okay.
So here we go.
Wait. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna keep score. Okay, ready.
I'm going to name the model. You name the manufacturer.
Fuck.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Challenger,
Dodge.
F-150,
Ford.
Impala,
Chevy.
Ema.
I did it. I said Chevy.
Corvette,
Chevy.
Chevy.
Sonata,
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Edge.
Ford.
Nissan.
Ooh, it's Ford. Tacoma.
I want to say
Toyota.
Nissan also has.
I think
that, but-
Nissan also.
Oh,
developed that.
points to both. Wow.
All right,
Well-
I get Toyota because they're squabbling
Yep.
with that other one.
Shut,
Yeah,
shut
dude.
up, shut up.
Wrangler,
Jeep,
Fuck.
Accord,
Honda,
Honda.
Oh,
Aviator,
Lincoln,
Nissan,
Ascent,
Hyundai,
Hyundai,
oof.
Subaru. But maybe
Subaru.
Hyundai has or-
What?
Subaru.
Nissan.
That's a fucking
Subaru.
manufacturer.
Subaru is a manufacturer.
Oh, whatever. Diablo.
Chevy. No.
Lamborghini.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I was about to say, what? Yeah,
Chris got that one. Crosstrek.
Oh my
Subaru.
god.
Yes, Subaru.
yeah, that was a Subaru.
Miata.
Yeah. Mazda.
Mazda.
Sonoma.
Hyundai.
These are just Native American.
Nissan.
names.
Toyota.
Going once,
It's Toyota.
going twice. GMC.
Fuck.
Sure.
That sucks.
Celtos.
You're making it up.
No, I'm not.
Never heard
This
of
is a-
Celtos.
This is a
Peugeot.
current
Oh,
production.
That's a Kia.
Yes, go
What
for
the
Jesus.
I've seen one
All right.
recently.
We're getting down in the nitty gritty.
Okay.
Macan.
Porsche.
That's
Yes. Elysian.
Lotus.
Elysion.
Hmm.
Legion.
Oh, Elysian. I don't know.
Honda.
Okay.
That's the
Transit
first time-
Connect.
What?
Transit Connect. That's a
train.
Ford.
Yes, Ford for Daniel.
Ford.
Aztec.
Pontiac.
Oh, Pontiac.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay.
The Walter White
Yeah.
car,
Right.
2004, I believe.
I
M8
want
Grand
one.
Coupe.
BMW.
M8 Grand Coupe.
BMW.
Okay, yeah, Chris said it, yeah.
BMW. Mercury Sable.
Mercury.
Hmm?
Mercury.
Mercury Sable.
Mercury.
Cougar.
The brand.
Ford.
That's Mercury.
Owned by Ford.
Shut up. That's
That's right, but
Bullshit.
Mercury's a subset. It's like Lincoln.
All right, we'll dash that one out.
No, I got it.
All right, Chris gets it. Grand
Yes.
Wagoneer.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck.
I-30T.
BMW.
It's like a
No.
calculator.
No.
I-30T?
Yep. It was
Tesla.
My first car.
No. Tulsa.
My
Is that a
first car
Saturn?
was an I-30T.
Infinity. Infinity.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I gave a hint. Sprint.
Nissan.
No.
Sprint?
Sprint
Yes.
Mobile.
Sprint. Sprint. About to go.
No, I don't know.
GMC.
Ah, shit.
Another GMC. Most
Now we're
boring
down
names
to the-
possible.
We're down to the ugliness.
Okay.
PV36 Karaoke.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is that?
Is that a Suzuki?
No.
Mitsubishi?
Say it again?
A hint. Second letter of the first two initials. PV.
Volkswagen. No? No, Volvo.
Volvo.
Yeah. They have such horrible names.
Yeah,
They're
that's
very
bad.
technical. Bel Air.
Chevy.
Chevy.
Shit. I didn't think this through. Well, Chevrolet also has a Bel Air.
Yes, the
Pontiac
same company.
does?
Oh shit. All right.
Wait,
Showing
what?
my car ignorance. E-Pace.
The E-Pace is a Jaguar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now this is
Christ.
another one that has sort of a technicality. The person that manufactured the vehicle is now owned by this company.
Person is?
This is a defunct, or the car. This is a defunct car. I'll give you that. It's a little unfair. Datsun B210. Who?
Nissan.
Nissan.
Wow.
By the way, no, Datsun used to be Nissan.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
they
I
just
thought they
changed the
owned-
name.
Oh.
Yeah, it just changed the name.
Now no one's gonna get this. Storm.
Chevy.
Chevy.
The one I'm
Nissan.
thinking of is
Nissan?
an obscure British brand.
Is it a midget?
Triumph.
Starts with an L.
Oh, not
Very
It's not
small.
Lotus, is it? Lotus
No.
isn't British.
What's the name of the car again?
Storm.
The Storm? An
Very
L, a
generic
British,
name.
A
it's a
British
car?
manufacturer?
I'll give you this, Christmas. Lotus has 6 letters in it. So does this name.
Oh boy.
Lister.
Yes. You cheater.
Oh, he's a cheater.
There's no-
He's
Yeah,
totally
I
a
cheated on that one.
cheater.
I cheated on that
No
one.
way
There's
you
no
fucking do that.
way. That was the one I knew absolutely no one is gonna get.
I
Because,
saved
I
it for
mean-
everybody.
That's like number one on top 20 rarest cars ever.
I don't know who won because there's probably a delay between us. So
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
tally it up when I
We'll
edit.
figure that out later. I knew it would be pandemonium.
But congratulations to. I'll edit that and then we'll move on. What does
Well,
it
that
mean?
was
Yet?
my little game. I wanted to expand my knowledge of car names, so I made a game out of it.
Car names are worse than gun names. Stupid.
Can you guys-
No.
Can you guys name a single boat brand, like a manufacturer? Just
I
curious.
can name a boat name.
No, like a manufacturer, like a Ford or a Toyota kind of thing.
It is gatekept hobbies.
Gate kept. It's
Yeah,
gate
I
kept.
could not
Hey,
name.
I
I could
got
not
it.
name
I've never had to say it.
a single boat brand.
Boat brands now while you're talking about it.
This is like cat
Can I
breeds
cheat?
almost.
Is Sea-Doo a boat name?
I'm not gonna give that one to you. It is a manufacturer, but I'm not gonna give it to you.
Oh,
I'm looking at them, but I like it's just.
But we're talking
jumbled
like
to me.
we're talking like yachts, like small yachts and
You got-
sailboats.
Like what you'd
Secondly-
see in like Panama City, like a marina, kind of like, you know, just consumer boats.
I'm just gonna start making them up.
I feel like they have. I feel like they're
seahorse.
gonna have dumbass names like Skylake or something like that.
Or like
Mm.
Grand Wake.
Yeah, something
romper.
like that.
I'd be more like exotic names, kind of.
Escalade.
Daniel, you know one for sure.
Gozzard.
There you go.
Oh, he wins again.
He wins again.
That's the only,
Yeah,
that's
keep
the only
getting
one I
away with
knew.
it.
Prematurely declaring he won the car game.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
look at this.
boat scramble.
The Boston Whaler. Is that a
Boston
brand?
Whaler, that's a good one. Yeah,
I'm reading them now. They're
dude, the
they're-
Boston
Boston
Whaler is
Whaler.
it's a crazy boat. You can it's unsinkable. You can cut it in half and it doesn't
Oh.
sink.
I want
Ooh.
to test that out.
Yeah, me too.
No amount of mighty putty's gonna put that together.
Mm-hmm.
Some silly putty might sink it further.
Oh God.
Does anybody want to talk about Halo Infinite?
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
No, I'm not
we
really.
probably can't
focusing
talk
on
about the
spoilers
campaign
here.
too much,
Yeah.
but
That's
just talk
fine.
about
I
it.
wanted to talk about the campaign without spoilers.
I want to mention.
Did you
something
beat it
about,
today?
artistic design.
I'm closer to beating it,
Okay.
but I have not beaten it.
Played like 10 minutes before the podcast started. I just want to play some more. Honestly, like
It's a great
yeah.
game.
I'm ready.
I think we all agree it's a really good game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoying it.
I'm really impressed. I mean, like, man, after that E3 demo, was it last summer? Like, I thought that demo looked cool, and then people started picking it apart and showing that Craig the Brute, and
Of
people were
course.
like making
I didn't
fun
think
of
it
the
looked
graphics.
great, but I didn't think
I
it
didn't
looked
think it looked bad
bad
either, but
I
nothing
really
was nothing was supposed to meant to be seen that close. You know,
But-
like
Yeah,
The fact that Craig was their biggest critique was a good sign.
Craig
I
turned into a
actually-
positive, actually.
in
Yeah, now they got
retrospect,
that Easter egg.
Jesus, in retrospect, I agree. If that's the thing that people had a problem with, and like Master Chief being able to run, whatever. But
Cool.
like as that game got
Not
like
even
delayed
that
further and further, and like creatives left, I was just like, oh no, it's gonna be a mess. It's just gonna be
Yes.
like, it's gonna be some middling shit that no one really is passionate about, and it's just
And
gonna be
it's
like
the
this.
Creative
It's
head leading.
hot off the heels of the whole cyberpunk thing too. 'cause
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
like
they're
design.
just like, oh boy.
So many different creatives have left, and like it's just gonna be like this designed by committee thing, and it's not gonna really hit on anything interesting. And I am so thrilled with like the way that campaign. Even I haven't even beaten it, but just the gameplay from like a gameplay perspective, it's like the most fun I've had with an open world since like Metal Gear 5.
I'm gonna say these cutscenes are evoking emotions. Like
The
most
cutscenes
Yeah.
are super well done,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
I love
especially the perspective is
I
awesome.
love the one
Escherham-
shot. The tracking shot is
Yeah.
awesome.
So good.
No, but even when you talk to Escherham, it's like
I saw a great shot today where the camera started behind somebody, like their back, and it like went up and over and down to the
Okay.
front of them. It was crazy.
it's wild. There's something about the design that I don't like. So first and foremost, I love character models. I love everything about it. I love
Oh no.
the design of the buildings. You know where this is going.
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh
of course.
shit.
Why is Cortana still wearing clothes?
Oh no.
No, no. I can defend
technically first, not Cortana.
She's a
But we do well.
Don't
That's-
don't-
that's-
okay,
well,
tread
great.
carefully,
Okay, well,
boys.
now I know.
well, you don't know anything yet. You didn't play the
Listen,
I
game.
can
hold on.
guess.
There's flashbacks of her in the beginning of the game. Fuck off.
Yeah, with clothes on. It makes me mad.
Why does
No,
it make you
no.
mad?
Okay, well look.
Let's hear
He
it.
wants
I
a
can
porn
explain.
game.
No. Halo 4 was a terrible game.
It was
Ah!
not a
Yeah,
terrible
we can all
game.
agree with that. We
Bullshit.
can all agree
No.
with
It was
that.
not a terrible game.
Okay, yeah.
It was a
yeah.
good game. It was not a
It-
great game. It was a
It's
good
muddled.
game.
Debatably, it was a bad game.
No,
Five
no.
story was not good.
We're debating it, aren't we? But anyway,
I'm a bro.
I think
Freaking go back to the
That's
bathroom.
twisted.
or
That is
something, I don't know.
sinister.
I was on
Just,
this
uh,
week's debate team.
It's like starting a fight and going, "Hey, there's some controversy here." Okay.
yeah. But anyway, I think one of the shining moments in the story of Halo 4 was how they portrayed Cortana's character as like very troubled and very hurt. They humanized her more in that than anything
Yes,
else.
I definitely
And a
agree.
lot of
They
that-
gave characterization to these like more often than not kind of like nameless and faceless people.
That's a problem with Halo. Like, I mean, what do you know about Commander Keyes other than he died? Like it's
That's
what
the only
it
thing
is.
that matters. And he
Yeah,
made Miranda.
It's one of those characters that his reputation precedes himself. It's kind of like, God, what am I thinking
He's
of?
like a historical figure you don't know.
It's like a Boba Fett kind of thing, where it's like
Yeah, the lore tells you, or
Yeah.
everybody in the
Person
world
was a
tells
big
you.
deal.
it's like
Yeah.
a Boba Fett thing, where this character has like 7 minutes of screen time, and like one of those
He's a
minutes is
legend.
him fucking like dying in a pit.
Eating shit.
But
Yeah.
in Halo 4, even her character model lended that to because it's like hyper realism, and of course they're playing on like our
Halo 4 looked
baser
good,
instincts.
man.
Like she's an attractive woman, and you feel bad for her because like she's in pain, and also you know you got the rampancy
You're
angle.
right. I wouldn't feel bad if she was ugly.
You would feel less bad.
Yeah, he
because-
only feels bad for attractive women.
I do. Poor girls.
Sorry, all you homely bitches.
Home. I mean, stay at home.
I don't call them. I don't. That's
Yeah.
not normal bitch. That's with a Y in it. So you can't.
Oh,
correct
okay.
me
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that.
Thanks for clarifying.
It's
Is
better.
that a Turkish word? It sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's Boosh.
Yeah.
Bush.
Anyway, so she needs to not have clothes. There we go. That's my argument. It would make it
I-
more. I would relate to her more.
I mean,
would
it's
care
not
more
like
about the
she
character.
had nips out. Christ.
No.
You know what, Jesus? You know what, Jesus?
What?
I think you're right.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Yeah.
Chris is
Join us.
always like the one like spraying me with a water bottle to calm down.
No, Jay. This is. I am morally right in this situation.
Morally.
Yeah.
I'm objectively right.
Well, also, I think that the fact that Halo is a rated T game is
I think they've
atrocious.
They
It was
pulled it
never
off
deserving of an M.
impressively.
It was never deserving of an M rating to
Dude,
begin with.
and three,
You
there.
put him in a box. You put him in
Listen,
a box making it
If
T.
the flood thing is why it was him.
Yeah.
I know that, but it was still never that.
You're never-
It was
you're
always
never-
PG-13 with the language too.
You're never
Yeah.
gonna get a character like Sergeant Johnson again in Halo.
Ah,
Sergeant
shame.
Johnson still was a PG-13. The most he
Yeah,
said
but-
was damn and ass.
He was
Like,
like a-
never.
He was like an action. He was like a Predator or Aliens
Yeah,
character.
he was like a Carl Weathers kind of
I
Yeah,
loved it.
exactly.
Do you remember his dialogue, like the rare dialogue where he'd be like, "If I beat that dog over the fence, I'd have been your daddy."
Yeah,
Like you're not gonna get that in a rated T game.
Mm,
that's actually an achievement. I think in Halo 3 is just
Yeah.
called "I would have
I
been your
would've
daddy."
yes, that's true.
As someone who got
Uh,
all those achievements to get the fucking katana.
I want to say a few things about the campaign. Like in Halo 6, the grapple is so much fun.
It's
Yep.
so good. It changes that
And-
game. It is that game to
It
an
is
extent.
not.
Anything else?
It is not. It reminds me, and a lot of people have said this. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild in the
Sure.
climbing to an like exploitative
Yeah.
like level.
And you can climb up straight
absurdity.
verticals.
Yeah. But I do sometimes feel like, man, this is
Good.
too much. How much I can use this. This is absurd.
Well, you're playing on normal, so it's probably a lot different. Like, I mean, I'm not even trying to denigrate like what you're doing, but like really, like you have to get creative when it's harder.
Oh Oh yeah, but
You
I mean,
really
I've
have
had
to
moments of that
approach
on
it differently.
normal where it's
Yeah.
just
I'm
like
sure. I don't
This-
I don't doubt it, but like you really have to get creative. Like honestly, a lot of the times, like Jesus does, he will get Marines in a Razorback and like pull out 4 rocket launchers and give them
Oh
to them,
yeah.
load them up, and like I'll do that too and take on like a stronghold, and I'll send the Marines in, grapple up to a mountain, and they'll be down in the pit, and I'm sniping from there, and it just
that sounds
changes the
like some
game so
legendary
much.
Yeah,
shit.
it I think it did.
You
I
have
think
to
it
do
did a
it some
really good
places.
job. It did a really good job of being the next step where, like, it wouldn't feel like you're constrained because Halo has always been kind of a slower walking shooter.
Yeah.
Like it's
Very
it,
linear.
I really feel like this game is a direct sequel to Halo 1 in a way because Halo
It's like a
1,
spiritual thing.
yeah, Halo 1, and I think it's brilliant. Halo 1, even the first or the second level, the one where you actually get on the ring, like one of the first things you do is you go into like a really open arena, like an outdoor arena, and you have the freedom to tackle the objective any way you want, but it's pretty constrained, like the controls and like your movement and stuff. And this is just like that next level of that.
yeah.
It's so cool.
And
And then they add the bases to it, so you can like take Marines or not, take a Hornet or a Wasp, whatever it is.
Obs.
wasn't Halo originally supposed to be like an RTS?
It was, yeah, it was a game called Monkey Nuts.
Oh.
No, it was not.
I swear it was. There's actually a good video I watched like the night before Infinite came out. I want to say it was called Monkey Nuts. It was an RTS, and all the designs, like the scorpion, looked like the scorpion and everything. It was Halo called Monkey Nuts.
Why was it
Okay.
called Monkey Nuts?
Jason, yeah, okay. And the reason it was changed, it was used to replace the original name Monkey Nuts because Project Lead Jason Jones could not bring himself to tell his mother he was working on a game called Monkey Nuts.
It's pretty good.
There's
Could
footage
you
of
imagine
it.
Monkey Nuts Infinite?
I'm
Pretty
gonna
cool.
Oh,
let's see.
dude.
I'm gonna put it in the
Like
chat.
the sequel to Monkey Ball.
We won't do it now because we're podcasting, but
Why would they call it Monkey Nuts?
Yeah, I want to. I don't know.
there is a reason. Hold
Were
on.
the grunts like just apes?
Oh damn.
Oh, they
Maybe
were thinking
we-
about the brutes ahead of time.
It's a great video. It actually like details the like Halo 2 delays and everything.
All right, you guys, we got to pause. I'm gonna go watch this.
No. It's 45 minutes.
I gotta watch the whole thing, guys. Just stand by. But Monkey Nuts aside, on normal, my experience is a little absurd in certain spots. A lot of the game is very hard, and I'm having to like. The moment
It is hard.
the moment I poke my head out, my shield is all the way down, and I'm
Yeah.
just being shot by 40 different things.
Jesus, are you on heroic or what are you on?
I'm playing normal.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, interesting. So you guys are playing normal. Daniel and I are playing heroic.
It's because we're better at it.
Because we're better,
so-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's always my
wanna-
first
I
step
wanna
to do
enjoy the game.
normal. Then I play it on
Yeah.
heroic,
Thank you, Jay. That's the normal way to play.
and I've heard other people say this too.
So
Like-
here's the thing with this game. The reason I played it on heroic as opposed to normal is because on normal in a game like this, I knew I could probably just run in directly by myself and just wipe the floor with everyone. I really wanted to like be challenged to be creative with the open world.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
finding
like
that on
that's the
normal
sole
too.
reason.
Like-
I find myself actually taking cover in this game
Yes.
so often, and like way more than I have in other Halo games.
Absolutely.
Hey, do we
Um,
know if the campaign with the patch out is it going to be 4-player co-op?
Oh God,
Oh, that would be fucking
that would be
insane.
nuts.
Because what Daniel and I talked about is like once co-op comes out, because we would have all beaten it by then. It's like in the summer,
Absolutely.
like early summer.
Daniel would just
We'll do legendary, like all together.
Sure.
Like, how incredible would that be? A bunch
It
of
would be the
Master
day.
Chiefs
It would be the
swinging
day
around.
after I beat it.
Bunch of Master Chiefs swinging around.
Hell
It'd be
yeah.
awesome. I
Um,
don't see any info on it, but
I
the
find-
next update takes. Never mind. I'm done.
I find myself when I get to the point where it's like this is ridiculous. I don't know if it's a normal problem or a heroic like maybe difference. I will just be going from grunt to grunt to grunt to elite with the grapple. Just
Oh
grapple,
man.
melee, next grapple,
have that
melee.
like shockwave punch.
I
Yeah.
just have the not yet. I just had the regular like electrified, but it
Oh,
comes back within like a second. So I'm just chaining. It's
yeah.
almost like I'm comboing around in an arena. And I made the point the other day. I wish I could see this in third person,
Yeah,
or like
it'd be like
literally
Doom.
just absurd. Just so zoom
I-
over to you,
I-
zoom over to you. Next.
I
It's
cannot wait till co-op
ridiculous.
because it's going to be insane.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good while though.
It'll be like I think they
What
said
they
May.
say in May?
Yeah,
What
but I mean,
else?
I'll be ready for it.
Yeah.
Just a couple more notes. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about, man, this is really Master Chief's game. He's really coming to terms with the stuff with Cortana, and you see this much deeper personal side of Master Chief than we're used to seeing. I think 4 and 5 have had exactly the same amount as this game of emotional Master Chief. I don't know why people are saying it's so much more. It feels
It's-
just like every 343 game.
I think it's because Master Chief doesn't have anybody to play off with, really. I mean, besides the pilot.
Right.
Yeah, I
like-
mean, he's just
I thi-
talking. If anybody's gonna talk, it's him. Or
Oh, Well, the weapon
Never
too.
mind.
But I mean, I I think it's kind of funny what Alex Navarro of the Nextlander podcast now said that the dude is just always it's always wrong and everything's wrong. Everything's the whole game. That is mostly his character, and it is a little exhausting. And of course, being in his shoes, you probably would be like that. But that character. He has his moments of development, but it is seriously one note. Just, oh, that's messed up. I got to get out of here. Oh, I can't believe this. Chief, it's about to be. Oh my God. It is just constantly with that character. So I don't really like that character that much. I don't really dislike him, but I do find myself a little annoyed whenever he shows up, if it's more than a few seconds of dialogue, especially in the beginning. The pilot.
oh, my bad.
Like, he's just always in hysterics, understandably so.
I like that he's Mexican.
Well,
Problem with him.
that's fine, but I don't have that problem with the weapon, and I do occasionally like objectively go, ugh.
I mean,
Ugh.
you know that the pilot exists to make Chief look more badass. Like that's his whole thing.
They have like one really, really awesome moment that I think everybody
I
has
know what
seen.
you're talking about. Yeah,
That's
Daniel,
really.
I
was
don't
gonna
know if
say
I have no idea
that's-
either.
That's worth it. I'll just say this: Master Chief
No,
takes the
stop.
lead.
No, don't say a single fucking thing. Did you
Oh,
say
you took
no?
me?
No,
You've seen
you are
it.
the fucking worst when it comes to spoilers.
I know.
No,
You
Both of you
are
have seen it.
terrible.
You are the fucking
Both
worst.
of you
Hey,
have seen
We'll talk
it,
about it. We'll talk about it.
No, I
later.
haven't.
Chris. I talked
I
about
don't.
it.
I don't even
The
want to
point
know.
you were at today, and it already happened. You're just not remembering the scene I'm talking about.
I
You
don't
are
want to
really
know.
Jay.
I am still at
Chris,
the fucking. I'm
Jay!
still.
We
You
are
are
neck and neck
really-
right now.
Jay, you are
Forget for not
bad.
playing on normal.
You are bad with spoilers.
You've seen it.
I don't care.
I
That's
am
besides
still.
the point.
I am
That is
still at the
beside the point.
conservatory. I'm still at the
Besides the point.
conservatory.
Jay, you are terrible with
I
spoilers.
say a character takes a certain position. I say a character takes like a position, and I've spoiled the whole game.
Wait, Jay, please. Daniel,
Yes,
what is the last thing you saw in the campaign?
You went to the conservatory, right?
I went to the conservatory, and this little robo spherical dude was just like, "Hey, this place is being overrun. This is bad, and everything's in trouble. Everyone's in trouble." And then it
How
got
did you-
taken
how
down
did
by
you
these
stop
flying
there?
aliens.
How did you stop there?
You
I had to
guys,
go to work.
I'm about to ruin the game for you. He picks up an assault rifle at one
Oh.
point.
Oh,
Ames.
It just sunk the whole game for you.
Jay, you're
Exactly.
Jay,
Jay, I'm
I'm-
with you, brother.
no,
I
no,
ruined
you.
this is the
everything.
kind of shit that
wouldn't
Jay
be.
does. He does like negative reinforcement, where like you'll be like, oh, like he'll be wanting to talk about a show, and he'll be like, oh, this character doesn't die or anything. Like, oh, that then I have the
Ruined.
expectation.
I'm not watching
then.
any further. Like,
That's you.
you
That's how
won't
you.
believe
That's how you
this.
operate. That's your major
You
malfunction.
won't believe this. The jackals talk.
You got too
talk
much
about
coal.
bounties.
You got too much coal in the brain, man.
Coal in the
Like,
brain.
I could not believe that there was dudes. There is a Cortana-like character in this game.
Oh my god.
Cortana, like you say.
Well, not like you like.
Damn it.
But I don't know. I'm having fun with
unacceptable.
it. Is anybody tired of the open world? I've seen
No,
some
I
people
like it.
saying too much of the open world.
I have one small critique of
I
it
want some
though, and
variety.
I think Jesus agreed with me on this. Is like I would love to drive the Warthog, but it's pretty hard to. There's
Yeah,
not
it
a lot
doesn't
of.
feel-
Where the fuck am I gonna go with it?
Yeah,
There's a
the
lot of
terrain
real
doesn't-
sheer edges and stuff.
The road's not super easy to stick to.
Yeah,
talked
that's
about
probably
it.
my big thing about it, but it's not that major.
And it stinks. Like that bit of it stinks because it's like, yeah, I would very, very much like to, because that would open up way, way more stuff for me to do. But the only time I ever find myself going is, okay, is this like fire team less than a mile away from the fob that I'm spawning
Yeah,
at?
exactly.
No, I'm just gonna fucking walk there, dude.
Dude, and I get it. Like, I guess that the idea is that the fobs are launching points to attack strongholds
Yeah,
or whatever is in the area. But even whenever you set a location, this is my big problem. If the waypoint would give me a road to take, I would be totally fine with taking a Warthog, even if it's a little longer, because there are roads in the game.
Sure, yeah.
I thought that too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a straight like, whoa, there's the waypoint.
Yeah, go here.
Go straight.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you.
Yeah.
And even when you want to take just like if you want to go by foot, and then you have like Marines with you, you have the urge to grapple, and then they can't, and they get stuck behind you, and so it's just like
I forgot about a bunch of Marines once, and I was taking on a stronghold, and then all of a sudden I just see rockets going past me, and I'm like, oh, they're back! They came back to help me.
Oh shit. What do you guys? How do you like this new faction? Or not new? You just new to me because I didn't play Halo
Banished?
Wars.
The Skimmers. Yeah. Oh, the Banished.
Yeah. Oh, don't talk about the Skimmers.
I was about to say, Chris, I'm about to fuck you up.
It's really just the Covenant from Halo 2.
Yeah. Okay. What about like the close up of their like the faces of the main brute characters?
Oh, I actually really like the boss.
You don't think it's like Far Cry?
No, fuck off. No,
dudes in your face talking. And
he was singing like a Sangheili hymnal or something. Sure, but
can you imagine?
I'm enjoying the chatter of this game way more than I thought I would.
Chatter's great. Chatter's awesome.
It's unmatched. Like I think sometimes that it can get annoying, but then I hear a grunt say something so fucking ridiculous, and I'm just like, no, this is pretty good.
I really like the Jackals and the Elites are my favorite. Like the Jackals are so stupid, and they're very like one track mind, predatory, and like
they're almost like bugs. They're almost like input output machines.
They have one process. Like when they're trying to kill you and they like fuck up their gun, they're like gun hot, prey going. Or like the Elites are my favorite. The Elites are like
wait. The Jackals are also pirates, and they kind of give nods to the lore because every now and then they'll talk about like big bounty here.
Bounties,
yeah. Like it's as soon as you die, sometimes by a jackal, they'll be like, "Chief dead, pay now."
Yeah, bounty mine.
I like the Elites though because they treat you like an animal. Like you'll hijack an Elite and it'll just be like, "Get off my vehicle, beast!"
they're so condescending too. They're so moody.
They wax poetic.
I love the Elites.
I always love the Elites. The Sangheili. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I had a line with a Marine that kind of annoyed me. That was talking about the Jackals. What are you? A bird or a dinosaur? Make up your mind.
Yeah.
Well, so every now and then you get one like that, but overall, it's great.
Yeah,
it is. Dude, it's fun.
I love that they kept both jackal breeds. They have the normal ones and they have the skirmishers from Reach.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the grunts are also interesting because you have the like what are they called? The mule grunts. The mule grunts just have great weapons.
Some of them just have fucking like rocket launchers and skewers on them.
It's like these assholes are just walking around picking up weapons. It's like not only is it a good
they're not even wielding them. They're just carrying them.
I love it when you like happen upon like a troop of grunts and you kill 2 out of 3, and then one's just like, "Oh God!" and starts running away.
I
like,
love
he doesn't even
run
shoot
away.
at you. It's so funny.
I like I was playing and streaming to Chris the other day, and or I think I might have been watching Chris. I forget who it was playing, but this grunt turned on these plasma grenades in his hand. He goes, "Oh my God, I didn't mean to do this!" And he just starts running. I didn't mean to turn these on.
Speaking of grunts running, I've told most of you this. I've had a consistent glitch that's very alarming. Enemies running backwards.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
if anybody's
Nope.
seen that, but it has happened multiple times.
I've not seen that.
And I got really startled last night because I was playing it and I saw the grunt, they get scared when you've killed most of their friends and they start running away with their arms in the air. It was running toward me. It was the strangest thing. I was like, am I fucking seeing this right? But I see brutes all the time running backwards. It's really strange. It only lasts a few seconds, but I don't see anyone talking about it online. I'm like, is this
Hey,
just my
I think
build?
I think Herobrine's in your computer.
I don't know.
Herobrine.
But it's scary sometimes because they're like coming at me, but they're going backwards. I don't like it.
You gotta record it, dude.
I'm always very slow at that. But yeah, we need to wrap up Halo Infinite talk. I'm having a fucking ball with it. Occasionally, I have just the tiniest want for different environments. But it seems like every time I've had enough of the open world, they're like, all right, big portion of the game, you're inside Forerunner shit for a long time. And then I get sick of that. Oh, I'm back in the open world now. Oh, I'm refreshed.
Yeah.
Like, it
Right
always
now-
seems to come at just the right time. I think they
Right now,
paced
I'm in
it.
a Forerunner spot, and I can't wait to get to the outside. I've been locked up for too
Yeah,
long.
and then when you get there, it's like, here's the area I was kind of sick of before, but suddenly I am so happy to be here.
Yeah,
They really nailed it there.
I feel like a monkey getting out of a cage when you're done with an interior
fucking
area. You're just like ready to fucking swing everywhere.
So I think they found a really nice balance that I figure was unbelievably difficult to pull off. I think
That's
this
probably why
game,
so many people
I'm
quit.
super impressed. Yeah.
this game is an
I'm-
achievement.
I'm
This-
so happy with the way it came out.
This is one of those games that honestly, and why I'm not even that upset that I'm barely at the conservatory yet.
I'm shocked.
Is I mainline open world games. Like that's the first thing I do. I have such
I'm
a
the
bad
opposite.
time. I have such a bad time like going away from the main objective. This is like the first open world game where I'm just like, I kind of want to just do another one of these things real
Yeah,
quick.
It's so funny. Like I'm the opposite, so I'm very systematic when it comes to like open world games. Like if especially in a game like this where there's like basically like the Ubisoft tower, you get the tower and there's like all your local objectives are unobscured. So I complete every single one of those like discrete objectives, and then I'll move on to the next objective. So I've gotten all the Spartan cores, I've gotten all the upgrades, everything like that. I've gotten all the FOBs, I've gotten all the assassinations, and I'm not as far as Jay. So my guy is maxed out. I still have
One of them, I think-
hook, but
I think in the first portion of the world, I was like, I'm gonna do everything. But then when I got to the second, I was like, I feel really strong. I don't need to be any stronger. So
Yet.
some of the cores,
I've
like if
gotten
they're
all
there, I'll
those.
get them. But if they're not on the map, I'm not looking for them. There's a few that you come upon that don't like get greenlit on the map way ahead of time.
I found 2 or 3 cores and then multiplayer cosmetics that were not marked.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that was after I got all the FOBs, so it was kind of interesting.
did anybody? I climbed to the top of a mountain when I realized I could. You guys told me I could do it, but it was the first time I was trying it, and I found a little doll version of the pilot,
Oh,
and he
There's
had
a couple of them around. I found an arbiter.
oh,
really?
Yeah, I
It
gotta
was-
show you where I saw
It
it.
was weird. The doll of the pilot had like an oxygen tank, a little miniature, it looked like a little water bottle. It said oxygen on it. I don't know if that was a reference to something, or they're saying he needs to catch his breath. I don't
The
know.
only thing that I found,
You're reading too much into
I
it.
think
the
I
only
am
thing
too.
I found that was like a secret was there was I think it was either a Spartan core or a cosmetic that was underneath the tower, and when you put your objective on it, like you set a waypoint, it puts it on top of the tower because it's like underneath it. So I was like, okay, I got to get to the top. So I got to the top, and it was the skull, and it was a Craig album with it.
Oh, yeah, that's the big one. I had
Yeah.
that for me really early.
So I got up there and was like, well, fuck, that's not what I was looking for.
Oh,
But-
you were looking for that Spartan core, right?
Yeah,
Where was it? I never found it.
it's
Gets us every time. Sorry, we had a little technical problem. But just wrapping up thoughts on Halo Infinite. I want to really give. Okay, so I've been playing Far Cry 6, and
Fuck.
it's a Far Cry game, you know. It's something to do. It's sometimes it's fun, but playing Halo Infinite, and you know, Far Cry 6 has been out for a while. Halo Infinite pretty much just came out.
Yeah.
Going
Just
from
over a week ago, yeah.
going from Halo Infinite in one session to playing a Far Cry 6 section. Oh yeah,
Sesh.
What happened to you?
sorry, bad belch. To playing Far Cry 6, it is just like, oh my god, the controls and combat are shit in this game.
Really?
Like, I already knew Far Cry combat was not that great. It was acceptable, but going right from Halo to this, it is appallingly bad. Like, it feels like garbage.
In the few hours I played a Far Cry 5, I mean, the core of that game is kind of the gunplay, and the guns feel terrible in that game. Like
Everything.
they feel weightless. Like the characters don't really react that much to your shots. It's not satisfying.
It just strengthens the fact that Halo Infinite. I have a few reservations about the story so far. It's fine, but Halo Infinite pretty much otherwise is a premium first person shooter.
I'm with you.
And stuff like Far Cry is just, it's like going from like a gourmet wine shop to a Dollar General.
Everything Ubisoft makes, like, God, for the longest time, it's just been a perennial, like, 7 out of 10. Like, it's good, but it's
Like,
not
it's
great.
fine. You could
Has
play
good
this.
ideas.
Serviceable for sure. My
It's
favorite...
all serviceable, but that's why I stopped dealing with it. It's all the same, and it's just all, none of it is cutting edge ever.
I know everybody's
Agreed.
favorite Far Cry is 3.
Yeah, because that was a new one.
Yeah,
That was where it
that's
like
when it
changed, and
changed
then they were like, "Oh, this worked. Let's make 7 more."
Yeah, and I played 4, and 4 was my introduction. I thought, wow, this is a really enjoyable game. But then I played Primal, and it's the same map.
It always is.
And I was like, wait a minute, is this what people were talking about?
As a podcast that usually has 2 white guys on it, and now has 2 Hispanic men, I gotta bring back one more point about Far Cry 6. Sets place in fake Yara, in case you didn't know somehow.
Real
Fake
Yara,
Cuba.
Fake Cuba. Good lord, I've had too much of this Christmas ale. So Far Cry 3 was the one that has the actor who plays Nacho, right? In Better Call Saul.
What's his name? Something Vargas?
The villain. Yes. He's the villain in 3. Somebody in there on the Ubisoft production team was like, that game had a Hispanic character.
Michael Mondo. Okay.
I thought it was
That
Vargas.
guy's great.
But
He's awesome though.
somebody looked at Far Cry 6 and looked back at Far Cry 3 and were like, we got any ideas for the DLC?
Oh my god.
And they were like, what if one of them was the villain from Far Cry 3 and he had his own DLC because this game had a lot of Hispanics in it?
Yeah, it's pandering for sure.
And he's just like crazy. And it's like, escape crazy man, crazy villain Vaz's mind. So I seriously think they looked at it and were like, that game had Hispanic people in it. So does this one. I seriously think that.
I think that's how
Don't
Ubisoft
doubt it. They're
operates.
French.
Yeah.
And also, the most recent update, I loaded up the game tonight to play it with Mario, and Danny Trejo was on the splash load screen.
Oh yeah.
He was.
And there is now, I loaded in, and one of the like guerrilla. How do I say that?
Guerrilla.
How they say it in the game. One of them is like from like
Wait, are you like a Dan Riker? Can you roll your R's?
guerrilla.
You go like a jet ski starting
Not
up.
going to do that.
Daniel.
So
What?
I load.
Bro, no.
Guerrilla.
Wait, here's white man from Alabama. Guerrilla.
Say Martinez.
Martinez.
Even me, you bozos.
Chorizo.
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 I love it.
Anyway.
Jay's impressions is cracking me up,
Naranjo.
man.
Anyway, I load up the fucking game
Naranja.
and I drop into the world, and the 1967 Revolution guy is like, "Hey, you need to call up my man Danny Trejo.
Oh
Right.
He will meet you here." And it's like you just fucking put. And then the main character's like, "Oh, Danny Trejo from that movie," and she names like 6 of his movies,
Oh
including
no.
Machete. And I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
That's so pandering.
It's when you
So-
know they gave up.
And so
Like, they
now
gave up.
I get to go meet Danny Trejo at some point in this game. What the fuck is going on? That's all I had to say about Far Cry 6.
See,
You guys
this,
take it away.
This is exactly what I worried about with Halo Infinite. It's like designed by committee. You can tell with like Fake Cuba, someone had an idea, and then they kept going with it, and they got bogged down and like, oh, people aren't gonna like that. People aren't gonna like that. Blah, we need to do something safe, and then it's just like, oh, we have Danny Trejo now.
It
Yeah.
does not make any sense. Say what you will about Far Cry 5, very boring, generic game. But this game is a little more interesting, but the decisions post-release are bizarre.
The email campaign.
The email
Yeah,
campaign
the
where the
email
villain,
stuff is a
you
little
kill
weird.
a major player like a general, and you get an email as if it was from the big bad played by Giancarlo Esposito.
What the fuck?
And he's just like, "How dare you? I will
Like,
kill you."
You get an email like to your Gmail, just like, how dare you? I can't believe you've done this. We'll talk later.
It's crazy the decisions they've made with this game. But I mean, I'm still. It's hard to say I'm not
I wish I got
enjoying it.
emails from like Eshrom226 at hotmail.com.
The idea. You're like at a job interview and your like phone lights up and the interviewer looks in and it says, "I'm going to kill you." From Giancarlo Esposito.
Giancarlo
at gmail.com.
Esposito's
At
face.
gmail.com.
I was gonna say, Jay, the reason why they named like 6 million movies for Danny Trejo is the Nicolas Cage of Chicanos.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
He does not turn down a role.
Oh,
He
what do you-
described it as like, if I don't do television, I'll end up in jail. Like I've heard him say this in an interview.
you guys, you just reminded me of the new Nicolas Cage announcement of the movie where he's playing himself.
What is
you
that?
heard
Is that
about
the one
that?
where he's like wearing a bomb vest?
Hold on. New movie. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. A movie in which an
That's my
obsessive fan
autobiography.
forces actor Nicolas Cage to recreate his most famous characters and scenes during a birthday party. And Pedro Pascal is in it too.
Really?
Yes, but it's all just like everybody's past the like Nick Cage meme. He's crazy. Wow,
Yeah,
he'll take
that's
any
true.
role. But then this comes and it's just like, oh my god, this is too
I
much.
assume.
What
So
if it's a funeral for that kind of thinking?
I
he
hope
already
it
has
is.
He already has his tomb. I assume no
That's
one
true.
saw Pig yet, have they?
No, I would like to.
And no one saw Lamb.
No.
Okay, let's have both.
Can we, Jay? I don't want to leave you out, but it's been a long time since we had like real discourse about a movie. Daniel, I don't want to break your heart, man, but like we watched The Green Knight, right?
Oh.
Did anyone care?
No,
I
I think we've talked about this, Chris.
don't know if I'm
like,
gonna watch the movie again ever.
I don't want to watch that thing ever again.
I don't think we didn't get it because
I don't think it
We
was
weren't-
bad,
we
but I
weren't
just
there.
didn't like it.
I don't think there was much to it. I mean,
I
it was-
don't either.
Nothing felt of consequence. Like
It was really like I was so excited for that movie. Like the trailers were cool, and I was ready for like a slow pace, like kind of weird take on like Arthurian legend. But
yeah.
I've seen people describe it like Lord of the Rings with all the walking and nothing else, and man, that's really what it was.
I thought the movie was gonna be more violent than it was. And
that movie broke my heart in a way.
yeah, because
I kept waiting. I kept waiting. Even like after an hour, I still have patience, but like after a while, I was just like, this is nothing.
The only thing I like about the movie is like the visuals, and that's it. That's fucking
Visuals are
it.
good, and still, even then, they were undercut by the like HBO service with all the weird artifacting and stuff.
Do you think? Do you
I
think
would
that's
like to watch that
first
movie
feature?
on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to watch it in the background. I can't sit there for another 2.5 hours for that, man.
Well, this just sounds like a ringing endorsement, guys.
I didn't.
I love everything else A24. You know, I liked them before I knew what the fuck they were. I liked
Well,
her.
okay.
I think
Well,
that movie went for it.
here's the unfair thing about A24. It's not a studio. It's a distributor. So
Really?
they take indie movies that they like, and then
Yeah.
they publish them basically. So
Yeah,
it's not a
they're
studio.
not
They don't.
making them. Yeah.
They definitely have a style that they lean towards, but it's not. You can't really associate like quality with them because they're. It's
But
like saying like
I don't
I like
know.
I like
They've
20th
been
Century
putting through
Fox
some bangers.
movies.
Is the thing.
It's true. They definitely have. I mean, like some of my favorite movies, like Lighthouse is A24, but
Yeah.
it's a weird thing. It's still a distributor. Like you wouldn't really associate that with anything else. Like
Is her not an A24 film?
what
Which one?
Her with Joaquin Phoenix.
her? I think it is.
Walking
is.
Phoenix.
Walking Phoenix.
Walking Phoenix.
It seems like it might be.
2013. I'm
It
looking
is
right now.
a Spike Jones.
No.
That's not Spike Jones. That's Spike Lee.
No, it's Spike Jones. You said it.
Spike Jones is the jackass guy.
Well, I like Ex Machina too. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's a Warner Brothers film.
weird.
See, I like the idea of saying that. I love Warner Bros. Stuff.
Love that WB.
You're close enough liking Star
Let's
Wars.
see, they okay.
Oh,
So I'll just go through a super quick list of what they've put out. Fireside
Warner
Chat with
Brothers?
Esther.
Yeah.
No, A24.
Yeah, they put out a lot of stuff. They put out
Uh,
Midsummer, right?
Yeah. You know,
I
I
love
watched
Midsummer.
I watched the first half of a movie with what's his name?
There's his death face.
What's his name? Fucking
Your
whatever.
dad and my dad would get along.
The Yeti hat on his knee. Hidden detail. It's like an
The-
Easter egg.
the prop that I bought for that failed video from RJ3K.
Nice.
Gotta
Uh,
say,
Col-
Jay,
Colin
the more he
Farrell.
covers up his face with like beard and glasses, the younger he looks.
That's what everyone says.
Yep.
Colin Farrell was in a movie called The Lobster that A24.
Oh,
uh,
yeah, that's
yeah.
that movie
right.
was fucking weird. And I remember watching the first half and being like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch the rest of this. Like,
Was Swiss Army Man A24?
Oh, Swiss Army
I
Man.
don't know.
Anybody actually see that?
No.
I
Mm-mm.
saw it.
Daniel, I know you sent a link a while back about a movie called Red Rocket. It's an A24 movie. It takes place in Texas City, right?
Yeah.
Which is like 30, 40 minutes southeast of here. It's kind of interesting. It's like I don't know much about it really. But
That movie
looks cool.
That movie looks really neat.
I'd like to see that. It's a cool setting. It's like a very true detective setting.
So I shouldn't watch The Green Knight, is what you guys are saying?
I don't know, man.
think
I
you
was
should wait-
interested in
I
that
think you should
trailer.
just wait for the tragedy of Macbeth.
Dude, the trailer is so much better than the movie.
It
Yep,
made it look really interesting.
The styling
It's-
goes much further than the
It's
movie.
actually it's nuts. So there's some scenes in that trailer that are not in the movie.
Ugh.
So
I
there's
hate when that
a scene in
happens.
the trailer where there's like a long exposure shot of the camera panning upwards and the stars like get distorted and like have a trail. Yeah, your dads will get along. That scene's not in the movie, so I don't know, man. There is one part of the movie that I like, but it's really ephemeral. Like it's so quick.
And
Ephemeral.
it's
That's a
so
$3
weird
word.
because that trailer came out fucking way before the movie
Yeah,
ever came out. So
2019.
it's it waited too long, I think.
Here's a question. What's the movie, or I don't know, we could go with video game too. What's a movie or video game that you saw a trailer for that you were so excited for, and when it came out, you were as pleased as you wanted to be, or like even more impressed?
The easier one's Halo Infinite.
I think
Okay.
Halo Infinite might be one that's like I had pretty high hopes for it, but I didn't think I'd care for the story or for the campaign, and now I don't even want to really play the multiplayer as much as I want to play the campaign.
Yeah. Fair.
I'm usually the opposite with Halo. Like, I don't know, this game in particular changed the way that I feel about open worlds.
Whoa.
It's like you got converted. Daniel believes in God now.
What?
What?
This
Breath of the
game-
Wild did that for me, but that's a very generic talking point.
I think
I
my
wanted to
network might
talk
be
about
fucking up.
something.
Uh-oh.
Can
I
y'all
still
hear
hear
us?
you.
No,
Yeah.
I hear y'all. I hear y'all, but y'all are cutting in and out. Hopefully,
Oh,
my
shit.
voice stays consistent.
I wanted to say this earlier, and I'm so upset
Oh, I
we
know what
haven't got
happened.
to it yet.
Okay.
So you've watched the Venture Brothers, right?
Yes, I like that show a
I love
lot.
the show. I got really into it, like maybe 2018 when the last season came out.
Whoa, late. I watched it when I was like a kid.
Oh, but it was always one of those things you watch with the volume down.
Yeah.
Adult Swim. But I didn't
that's
watch
good,
every
yeah.
episode until 2018, and then I find out it got canceled, and they ended it on such a like cliffhanger.
It's like a bunch of animated Adult Swim shows.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Metalocalypse,
but also it's a dissection of like
Hanna-Barbera universe.
Hanna-Barbera Saturday morning cartoons. And it was
I
before
love
like
it.
it was before deconstructions were like in vogue. Like
Well,
I mean,
at
now
least about
everything
stuff
is.
like that.
Yeah, well, now it's like now every
Oh,
Hmm?
Oh,
Nope.
oh. He went ever.
Yeah.
oh shit.
Oh,
oh,
they're
there you
back.
are.
There you are.
Back.
Hey,
Welcome back.
because now everything is like this isn't your run of the mill superhero. This is the boys. This is Invincible.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like
True.
Invincible's good and it's whatever, but like now everything's a deconstruction. But Venture Bros did it more gooder.
Ah.
Now they did it. I love the show, and
No,
I was
it's
really
an awesome
heartbroken.
show.
I was really heartbroken to know that it was canceled, and I've basically been living like these last 3 years, 4 years, just sad that it doesn't exist anymore. But I found out in October that what was that guy Jackson Public announced that they're making a movie.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they're making a Venture Brothers movie, and I'm hoping it's gonna tie all the loose ends. I am so fucking excited.
Yeah, I felt the same way about Metalocalypse. That's a stupid show, but also a great show. And man, there was like a campaign by the creator Brendan Small to bring it back, and it was
I
like
was
super.
thinking about fucking home movies.
It was like another great show. It was like super sad because he was just like, we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna do a fan campaign, and 1 million people signed it. And Adult Swim was just like, nah, we're not gonna do that.
That's
And I think they announced like maybe 4 or 5 months ago that they're gonna do like another movie or like maybe
Oh,
like
Daniel.
a set of episodes to end it.
Are you here? It says you're offline.
No, I'm here.
It said that the whole time.
He's always offline. He's mysterious.
What up?
Yeah, that's how I like to keep it.
He's hiding from his coworkers.
Hey Zeus, did you have any other topics before we bring it home?
I was gonna talk about like canceled shows that you guys wish they'd bring back, but we.
Oh, well, obviously, with me, Metalocalypse. I don't know if they're gonna do it. They say they will,
Oh,
but
dude, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, bring it back.
oh man. Hey, I'll say this as a super fan of the original show. Bad, but they could have done worse. I'll say that. I think there was. I think some people on that show really believed in what they were doing and worked really hard, but I think overall it was a real wet fart.
Seeing is believing, and I see bullshit.
No, it's mostly bullshit.
I'm gonna
but
go back to my Cortana
alright,
argument.
sometimes.
If there were more beautiful women in that,
Ah!
show, I would have liked it.
Can we make Cortana a BBW actually to improve it even further?
I just wanted to have a preserved-
Mario would be happy.
I want her to be a
people
BAAIW.
What?
Big ass artificial intelligence woman.
Oh!
That ass got me rampant.
Oh!
Before we go, It's traditional on the podcast to do music picks. You don't have to. Nobody needs to be stressed
I
out
don't
about
know.
I got one.
don't-
I got one.
I didn't have
I'm
anything
saying,
prepared.
I have
what
music-
have you been
Damn it.
listening to lately? It doesn't have to be an endorsement. Like, what have you been jamming?
Okay.
Even
Yeah,
if
we can
you
do
said
a
it
quick
before,
segment.
even if you said it before, you know.
Jesus, notorious music hater.
I don't listen to music ever on the car ride home or to and from work.
Complete
I watch
silence.
videos.
Oh,
No, I don't listen to music. Daniel,
Oh,
Daniel, this
yes.
is important to you. This song.
Yes.
Do you remember that crazy lady?
Which one?
The one that was talking to you?
Oh no.
No.
What?
Remember that crazy
Oh
lady?
come on,
that-
you know what he's talking. Come on.
I don't want to say it.
No. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
This
yes,
is
I
her
do.
song to you. This is her song to you.
That's the song that Jesus has been like, Daniel, listen to this song
Nope,
for like
not gonna
3 or
listen to it.
4 months. And every time he asks, have you listened to it? Daniel goes, I will on my break.
yeah.
For like 4 months.
Oh! Before I say anything about music, I have one final work anecdote because it has to do with something Jesus asked. He was like, "Have you ever seen anybody about to have bad luck?" Remember
Oh,
how you word it?
Yeah.
Yesterday at work, I had to call the cops about a deranged homeless person. I told Chris about this. And I told everybody about it, but they came and got the wacky homeless person and threw him in the car. And then a guy was in the store and he was asking me to help him with a floral arrangement, and I was like,
Oh.
you know me, man. I got a black thumb. You got to wait for the florist to be back. I can't mess with her stuff. You know, I'm sorry, but she's not here. I can't do it. And he was like, "Well, can I just pick a few flowers here and there and put it in the vase?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever. You can have the vase for free too." He buys the flower in the vase, walks out the front door. The cops are still there, and they see him, and he's got a warrant for him, and they all rush over. He drops the flowers. Glass breaks everywhere, and they book him.
That's like a scene from The Sopranos.
Oh.
I fucking
It's
saw
like when
somebody's
Tony gets
egg
his
so
orange
bad.
juice shot.
Oh my god, I felt so bad because I was just like, man, if I had just stayed and laughed with him a little bit longer and tried to arrange his flower, those cops might have left.
But
and
you don't
might
know
have
what he
gotten out.
did, man. You can't really like.
I
put
don't
that on you.
know. I was just like, damn.
What if it was just parking tickets?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it could be like a traffic ticket he didn't play
Oh.
or pay for like 8 years.
But they're not gonna come at you like that for that.
Yeah.
Would they?
They
I don't
rushed
know,
over to him apparently.
They almost came to Daniel for that.
Oh, they did send me a warrant thing, like in the mail.
They
They
didn't
sent it to
come.
my parents' house.
Yeah, I didn't pay a ticket once, and when I was in school, my dad had to come up there. He's an attorney, and like sweet talk the judge to drop everything. And
It's an
Give him a
attorney.
big kiss on the mouth.
no,
Yeah.
but they went out. They went out.
It went
They had-
out.
They had lunch together.
Whoa, dude, that's
times
old
after
timey
that.
corruption, man.
Lawyers and attorneys and judges and shit love to like fart a bunch around each other and just talk shit. So I don't know. I have a little music. I don't know. I've been feeling kind of alternative metal rock lately. Little throwback as I get older. Band called Oh Brother. Song called Complicated End Times. I don't know. Check it out if you want. I'm not gonna make you listen to it.
I'll cut it in. Wow,
Yeah,
that
you
was a
don't
cool
know.
song. Or
That's pretty- that's
I didn't like that
Hell
much.
yeah, that sucked.
Encore.
Have you
I
seen
thought
that
that outro on-
screenshot of like a long text message and someone says like in reply it says, "Oh, I'm so happy for you," or "Oh gosh, I'm sorry that happened."
Yeah.
Krista sends that shit all the time.
It's just like I'm not
It's
reading
just
that.
like I'm not gonna read all that.
Yeah, with music picks, I've been listening to 2 bands / artists a lot. First one, I've been listening to a lot of Danny Brown with his You Know What I'm
Ooh,
Saying album, which is
yeah.
fantastic. And then other band is a music pick I did in the summer. Shame, they put out a
Yes!
new single called Baldur's Gate, which I'm really liking.
Yes!
So I'm gonna make that my
Great.
music pick.
It's great. I'm so happy you gave me that download link.
That's a good one.
Whatever the hell it is.
I'll edit this. I got you.
Thanks.
Daniel, do you have anything, or do you want to just pussyfoot around?
Yeah,
and
no,
say,
actually,
"Fuck it"?
I do have an idea for one.
An idea.
I got a
Writing
plan
now.
for one. No, I have also been listening to quite a bit of Danny Brown, especially. I mean, I've been going through some of his older stuff too, and It was auto playing, and it happened upon the album Bandana by Freddie Gibbs. And I've
Okay.
been listening to that album quite a bit. There's a song called Crime Pays. It's the fourth track in the album. I can't stop playing that song. It's just such
I
a
really
cool
liked
beat.
Freddie Gibbs. I really liked his Pinata album he did with
Yeah.
Madlib. I was really into that.
Yeah, and I mean Madlib is also on this one too, so it's
Freddie Gibbs is cool. He's like a real like old school kind of like real gangster rap.
yeah.
Really cool.
Daniel,
Cool.
Daniel, please listen to Brand New Key by Melanie.
I promise I'll
play
listen
it.
to it. I promise I'll listen to it tonight.
Listen, yeah.
That's what I've been hearing for a year now.
Here, I'm about to press play, Jesus.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna stream it.
No.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, that's gonna add a whole.
podcast.
That might fuck.
No.
That might fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
fuck
gonna have to wrap
everything
this up,
That might fuck
boys.
Craig up.
Wrap this happy Christmas time up.
Jesus, are your biceps bulging after the coal shoveling?
Oh, dude, I got like an 8-pack now. Not of muscles, but I found one on a dead body here.
Yeah. We're gonna have to call you Jesus 117 looking jacked like that.
Here to give the Covenant back their shovel. What
So
is-
quick on your feet. Welcome to the podcast, Jesus.
Yeah, it was absolute pleasure.
Absolutely.
Let's do it again.
To my
I
loving
hope this
wife.
one. I hope this pans out in like the way that I hope it does. Like, we've never done a remote podcast before.
Oh.
Craig has been, he's been giving me some guff, but he's been a loyal soldier. So I'm hoping it works out. I'll
Yeah,
edit
yeah.
this and put
Hey,
it
what does
all
everybody want
together
for
and-
Christmas? What are you getting for Christmas?
Getting for Christmas?
Oh,
What do you want?
I don't know what I'm getting.
Want that
I-
PS5?
You want me
Go ahead.
to? I'll read off my list that I sent to my mom the other day.
Socks.
It's here.
Throw a
I'll-
blanket.
Love
Let me
with the
just read it for you.
A 600-pack box.
Here. I'm gonna read this like word for word. Christmas ideas: White socks candles with warm winter scents like cinnamon, vanilla, apple.
Gray
Nice.
shoe.
Adidas or Nike shorts with minimal design, like a simple stripe or logo. Nothing too loud.
Don't want to cause a commotion.
You sound like the knights who say neat. Not too expensive.
Yeah. And one that's nice. Not too expensive. iPhone case, kitchen set, Keurig variety pack,
Ooh.
queen size
Ooh.
bed sheets. That's
Wow.
all I have, man.
And Jason talking about getting old, man. Chris.
Thank
Mom's
you.
gonna get you
That being said, though, dude,
Headache.
I love me some candles, man.
I got a blueberry muffin HEB candle riffing right now, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Dude,
hungry.
I don't know if I can do the food ones. I
the
don't know. I
food
think that
I
fucks
can
with
do
my
food
head.
ones. I'm not always like craving a blueberry muffin.
Dude,
Right,
the
but I don't
HEB
know.
raw
That would
meat
make- that
candle.
would make me.
Oh,
dude.
So good.
the like
That's
Moon
like a
Tower
Christmas
tube steak
ham.
candle.
It's shaped like a tube steak.
Ugh.
It's like a candle, one of those long candles. So
Yeah,
it's like
sorry.
brown.
Tube steak is a disgusting word.
It's a
It
delicious.
is. It's a delicious treat, though.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What a
Anyway.
night! What a night!
Yeah.
to that dude.
Happy ho ho, everyone,
Yeah, Merry
and to
Christmas.
all a.
Hmm?
Classic Christmas sigh.
CCSH.
Good night.
IGH. Jesus, do you want to ring us out as the
Um,
special guest?
Sing a jingle.
Yeah.
this was a lovely
Yeah,
night.
no, Jesus, it's customary that the guest sings
Sing.
a full song, a full 4-minute song.
It's actually customary that the guests sing "Venom" by Eminem.
yeah.
on the
Do-
way out.
Wow, that's
Do
fucking
you-
wild, bro? Because
do
I
you-
ain't do any of that.
Bells.
Do the what?
Do Carol of the Bells.
Yeah.
Acapella.
Yeah, I would have had to know what that is before I'd sung it.
Da,
It's,
da,
it,
da,
go-
da.
it says like "gingle gigging gingle."
Yeah.
Oh.
You sing a few bars. I can hum a few bars.
You got it. Go.
No, I will say this is a lovely night. I almost don't regret seeing my baby for only like 10 minutes today.
I'm sorry, man. I had to wake you. I had to call you
Goodness.
personally and wake you up. I
You
felt
did.
bad.
No, it's okay.
You should have called
nearly-
his wife.
I almost.
Daniel
God,
did.
man. I was going through like the motions, man. I was going through like such a catastrophic
Panic, Chris.
scenario where like I was gonna text Jesus' wife, who has like a newborn child, and be like, "I am so sorry to bother you, but can you wake your husband up so we can do a podcast?"
Yes.
Nah, don't worry. Violet was out like a light at like 9. She was done.
It's the millennial man version of can Jesus come out to play?
Hey Zeus, go give
Really
that
is.
baby an itchy kiss on the forehead.
Oh, dude,
You've
I've
been
been
growing your beard out.
I've been growing out my beard. I'm not gonna cut it until her birthday in June because I want to scare the fuck out of her.
Just cries every time you enter the room.
This is a beard of ill intent. What I've been growing.
Villain tint, more like it.
That's like a fucking Covenant battleship. The Beard of
Beard
Ill
of Ill
Intent.
It also sounds like a podcast title.
That's the podcast title, Beard of Ill Intent.
I love it. I love it.
Thanks, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays. Woo!